time for high school sports on KKOJ. The sports broadcast made possible by our local sports boosters. Now let's send it out to the game.
Good evening, everybody. JCC football on KKOJ Radio and Explore Live Video on ExploreOkoboji.com, 97.7 FM, 1190 AM, online at kkoj.com, and the Okoboji radio app for free as well. From Swearingen Field in Jackson, Minnesota, it's the number 3 Jackson County Central Huskies and the Pipestone area Arrows. Happy MEA week to you. Minnesota Educator Academy Conference going on this week, and so it is a Wednesday night, even though it feels like an October Friday night for football. Number 3 JCC and Pipestone area getting ready to go, as I'm Kempson Cross and Tim Stye is here beside us for what is essentially a playoff game here tonight.
Yep, number 1 versus number 2 in the section, playing for number 1 seed. It's going to be a fun night, as Pipestone has a long history of excellence in football and is 6-1 on the season. But does that mean they can hang with JCC? I'm not so sure. We have 6 common opponents, and if you take the point differential average of those 6 opponents, JCC would be favored by 38 points. I actually agree with the plus-minus stat, but that doesn't necessarily mean that this game can't be close, and it will be very interesting either way. Will JCC decide that Gallagher kicking an extra point after TD is worth it after going 0 for 4 on 2-point conversions in the first half versus Laverne, and Gallagher making 2 for 2? Will Pipestone figure out a way to at least slow down the powerful JCC offense? Will they give Evan more snaps at QB in preparation for the postseason run? Will Pipestone be able to put out the fire that has been an uncontrollable JCC D-line rush, the KKOJ named Husky Heat? Can JCC win its 25th consecutive regular season game? Get ready for the answers over the next 2.5 hours. Stay tuned and see if JCC can get a 3rd consecutive undefeated regular season.
And at least one pregame answer to that is Evan Bartholomew will get time at quarterback to start things off. Some tightness in that right shoulder for Roman Voss, so he will be in all other roles pretty much. Probably not kicker. We'll see if he gets away with that again. But 54-5 average. That's JCC's average score over their opponents to date. 3 shutouts as well, including 38-0 win at Laverne. They're now 96-0 since 21 over the Cardinals. Voss still had a hat trick last week, and in every other role he was able to score a touchdown, running, receiving, and as well as passing before he went out on the hit that he made to force the fumble. And speaking of fumbles, Avon Farmer's the first Husky ever in JCC history to get 2 fumble recoveries in 2 games. And winning 24 regular season games in a row, JCC is trying to keep that going, and the 3rd straight regular season being unbeaten as well. The last time they lost in the regular season was to these Arrows, but it was on the road, and they expect a lot of spread, a lot of screen plays probably, and then that 4-man front that Pipestone expects to be out there. Well, they often blitz a linebacker for a 5-man rush as well, according to head coach Tom Schuler, who you'll hear from in a moment. And we also talked to head coach Scott Boomgarden of the Arrows about how when Landon Quist went out in week number 2, Austin Mush was able to fill in at quarterback for the Arrows, in fact, and led 3 wins at quarterback. And, of course, Bentley Pater is out, unfortunately, with a collarbone injury there for Pipestone. He's one of their best, especially defensive guys. Similar schedule, and like you referenced, JCC has been far more dominant. Coach will talk about winning the turnover battle, eliminating big plays, but they admit they have their hands very full if they want their first victory against JCC since 2021.
Yeah, I don't think they've seen our kind of speed yet, for sure. That would be the place to start. A little better off if Roman's not throwing the ball deep on them. That's one positive aspect for them for sure.
We expect a low around 44 degrees and moderate winds as well. It finally feels like football season here in mid-October, and we're ready to bring it to you. JCC football will be back in 3 minutes to hear from both coaches during the pregame coverage on KKOJ Radio and Explore Live Video.
Southwest Broadband, we want to wish our JCC Huskies good luck as they work hard and strive for greatness. As the area's provider for the fastest fiber optic connections of voice, video, and internet, we know what it takes to go the distance. Learn more at southwestbroadband.com and go Huskies!
Are you hungry and you're too busy to cook or don't want to cook? Go to Pizza Ranch in Jackson. It's their famous Buffet Your Way. Buffet Your Way is what makes Pizza Ranch famous. Check out their buffet food options, including pizza, chicken, salads, sides, and desserts. Pizza Ranch in Jackson, a proud supporter of JCC Huskies sports.
Dr. Craig Newell and his staff with Newell Orthodontics of Spirit Lake, Worthington, and Wyndham are well-trained, highly skilled, and licensed to provide the best quality orthodontic care. Newell Orthodontics wishes the best of luck to all local athletes throughout the season.
Where you bank does make a difference. This is Paul with the Farmers and Merchant State Bank of Alpha, member FDIC. When you invest your money in a community bank, it's reinvested in the community. Keep your money working locally and enjoy the benefits every day.
Clausen Insurance Professionals is an independent agency located in downtown Jackson. Hi, this is Heather Clausen. Donna Dam and I will make sure you have the coverage you need when you need it. So stop by our office in downtown Jackson. Clausen Insurance Professionals, a proud Huskies sports sponsor.
Ashley Schmidt at Focus Law Firm in Jackson is proud to support the JCC Huskies. At Focus Law, they know it takes tremendous focus and determination to compete at a high level. To learn more about Focus Law, visit the firm's website at focuslawfirm.com. Go Huskies!
Are you looking for an experienced and reliable electrician? Call M&H Electric, serving Jackson and the surrounding area. For ag, residential, industrial, and commercial jobs, call M&H Electric at 507-847-2960. M&H Electric, a name you can trust in Jackson, Minnesota.
Ribs tickling your taste buds? Head to Smokin' Jake's in Arnold's Park for fall-off-the-bone goodness. They not only smoke incredible ribs and meats, but their full menu offers something for everyone. Open daily for lunch and dinner, plus late-night breakfast Thursdays to Saturdays. Smokin' Jake's. Satisfy your smoking hunger.
Buying or selling a home is a major life decision. Let the realtors at Stan Siebert Agency get you the best deal while making it a smooth process. If you are looking for real estate or appraisal needs, contact the Stan Siebert Agency in Lakefield, proud sponsor of Husky Sports.
Start saving money and time by downloading the Sunshine Foods mobile app today. Make your shopping list and earn rewards on every visit, as well as free items and exclusive giveaways. Visit Sunshine Foods on Highway 71 in Jackson to start earning rewards today.
Warmka Towing of Jackson offers 24/7 towing, along with heavy-duty towing, winching, jump starts, tire changes, fuel deliveries, and door unlocks. Located across from Warmka Service Center. If you need your car, truck, semi, or heavy-duty equipment towed, look to Warmka Towing, 507-847-3292. Warmka Towing.
You're seeking technical training, transfer pathways, or a liberal arts degree. Embrace flexibility with distance learning options, including PSEO. We are one college with endless possibilities. Check us out at mnwest.edu.
JCC football on KKOJ, the regular season finale for the undefeated Huskies, and we're joined by head coach Tom Schuler. Thanks for making the time, Coach.
Hey, glad to do it. Fired up. Last game of the regular season. Number one seed in the section on the line. It doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah, absolutely. That's something that we've talked to both coaches actually about now that we're talking to you as well. And it is the fact that this is essentially a playoff game, which things are big enough when you get together with Pipestone usually anyway. There's usually a lot at stake, even just bragging rights. But there is a whole lot more on the line tonight.
No doubt about it. Both teams trying to improve their resume. Also, if somebody's fortunate enough to win the section, you want to present a pretty good resume when they see the teams for the state tournament.
So what does Pipestone do particularly well on each side of the ball, and how do you guys neutralize it?
Well, they throw the ball real well. They're not a running team. That doesn't mean they can't run, but their primary way of gaining yardage is to throw the football. They like some three-level floods out of trips. They like to get the ball out of his hand with quick wide receiver screens. They'll throw a middle screen. I'm sure they'll try to negate our pass rush, which was really outstanding last week, and I think those are some of the ways they're going to try to do it. If we have too light of a box, they will try to run it. On defense, they run a 40 and a 50. They're primarily a four-man front, but about 50% of the time they're in the four-man front, they'll blitz the middle linebacker actually to get to five. So us picking up the blitz is going to be a big deal, and us being able to, operate the offense efficiently like we normally do. We got to keep them off balance, and we're looking forward to that challenge. They've been very, very good defensively this year.
JCC moves up to number 3 in the latest poll and also is having that 24 straight regular season game win streak on the line. Actually, the last time that you guys lost in the regular season was on the road against the Arrows, but that was a couple of years ago. And so, like, you know, is it how much of it is just, you know, this is the next opponent and we're trying to win every game, or how much of it is, you know, this is a rivalry game and it means a lot?
I'm here.
What's up? I need you to go into the old backpack that's in the cubicle that is closest to the X studio. I need you to grab the older looking backpack there, and I need you to grab the laptop out of there, take a picture of the piece of paper that is taped to the bottom of the keyboard on that laptop, please.
A little more important.
Okay, I think I got it.
Send it to myself and Dan.
Going home. So in that regard, it is not a playoff game. That adds extra pressure when you have to pack up the gear if you lose.
Is there benefit to maybe having some of that atmosphere, though, to kind of get charged up for that?
Well, we're hopefully not dependent upon that. Our fans have been great, and that's going to give us a good chance. And we're looking forward to putting on a good performance. We're looking forward to having a little bit of a break, getting a first round bye in the playoffs. I think we've got the 2 sewn up, so we won't play again until Saturday. So we'll be able to. We won't know who we play until the Tuesday games are over. So the good thing is we'll be able to work on ourselves. We're going to take Saturday off. We're going to practice we'll take Thursday off, obviously, because we'll be banged up. And then on Friday we'll practice and then come back again on Monday.
Very similar schedule for each of you this particular year as well, but you guys have definitely been more dominant, including against Laverne, which was last week's opponent, despite all the adversity you guys had to overcome in that one, which we talked about afterward.
Yeah, and it won't be any different tonight. Darn flu bug's going around right now, so I guess I'm glad it's going around now and not in the playoffs. But the guys that had to step in last week did a phenomenal job, and we'll expect anybody that has to step in tonight to do the same thing. The good thing, we've had some lopsided games, and we've forced depth upon ourselves. So we've got a pretty deep football team. I think it really showed up last week. We really needed it, and I think we'll need it again tonight.
Well, Coach, we're excited to bring it to everybody out there, and thank you for your time and your insight into the matchup.
Awesome. Looking forward to the game.
That's Huskies head coach Tom Schuler. JCC football against Pipestone is coming up on KKOJ Radio and Explore Live Video. Need a boost? Head to Smokin' Java in Jackson for the best coffee, espresso, baked goods, breakfast, and lunch. Proud supporters of the JCC Huskies and local sports. Smokin' Java, fueling the community one cup at a time. Follow on Facebook for specials.
Are you hungry and you're too busy to cook or don't want to cook? Go to Pizza Ranch in Jackson. It's their famous Buffet Your Way. Buffet Your Way is what makes Pizza Ranch famous. Check out their buffet food options, including pizza, chicken, salads, sides, and desserts. Pizza Ranch in Jackson, a proud supporter of JCC Huskies sports.
Warmka Towing of Jackson offers 24/7 towing, along with heavy-duty towing, winching, jump starts, tire changes, fuel deliveries, and door unlocks. Located across from Warmka Service Center. If you need your car, truck, semi, or heavy-duty equipment towed, look to Warmka Towing, 507-847-3292. Warmka Towing in Jackson.
Come out and enjoy the scrumptious food at A&W in Mountain Lake before or after the game. They have burgers, hot dogs, cheese curds, malts, ice cream, and their famous root beer floats. Meet you there at A&W Restaurant, located off Highway 60 in friendly Mountain Lake. Stop by and enjoy.
Buying or selling a home is a major life decision. Let the realtors at Stan Sievert Agency get you the best deal while making it a smooth process. If you are looking for real estate or
I have to help get Carrie on the air. I'll be back.
Agency in Lakefield, proud sponsor of Husky Sports.
At Southwest Broadband, we want to wish our JCC Huskies good luck as they work hard and strive for greatness. As the area's provider for the fastest fiber optic connections of voice, video, and internet, we know what it takes to go the distance. Learn more at southwestbroadband.com and go Huskies!
Thermer's Plumbing and Heating in Jackson, your local Root dealer, supports area students in and out of the classroom. Stay warm in the winter and cool in the summer with a Root HVAC system from Thermer's Plumbing and Heating in Jackson, a team you can count on. Go Huskies!
Temperance Lake Ridge Senior Living is here to support you in all your school activities and encourages you to be fearless in the pursuit of your goals and dreams. Temperance Lake Ridge offers state-of-the-art assisted living and memory care.
JCC football on KKOJ, a big game coming up tonight, and we're visiting with the coach of the opponent that's coming to town, Pipestone area. Thanks, Coach Scott Boomgarden, for your time.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So it looks like over the course of this season in particular, you guys have played well enough to win every game potentially. And so what is that like to have that kind of resume put together at this point in the season?
Yeah, our defense has really kept us in a lot of games. I think teams are averaging 10 points against us, and I know Jackson is averaging about 55, 56 points a game. So obviously we have a tall task ahead of us. But yeah, our defense has really kept us in games, and our offense has been good enough to put some points on the board. So,
are there any individual players that are most important to you guys leadership-wise, or maybe most improved, or anything of that nature?
Yeah, Landon Quist, our quarterback, is he's a really intelligent kid. He does a good job of running our offense. Caden Zephyr is a guy we like to get involved. Austin Mush is a big receiving threat. Our offensive line has done a really good job all year protecting our quarterback. So, yeah, we've done well with the players that we have. We try and put them in a position to do what they're capable of doing. So,
what else are you kind of most proud of from your Arrows so far this season with that 6-1 record that you put together?
Oh, we faced a lot of adversity, which every football coach is going to talk about overcoming adversity. We lost our starting quarterback, week 2, and we're able to win 3 games after that. Austin Mush filled in admirably. We lost one of our best defensive players in Bentley Pater, and guys have stepped up and really filled in for him too. So just the willingness to compete no matter what gets faced at our guys has been really impressive. They're gamers and they like to compete. So yeah.
As you prepare for a big-time showdown with Jackson County Central, which it seems it always is when you guys get together, what is most important to the Arrows' success on a Wednesday night?
Well, we got to win the turnover battle. If we can force them into some turnovers, I think that'll help us. Obviously, defensively, we have our hands full, and offensively. Their defense is really stout. Their offense, you can key on one guy, but if you key on one guy, they're going to hurt you with another guy that they have. So really just knowing where guys are on the field and, taking away what they like to do will be important. They have all kinds of weapons, and you're not going to take them all away, but you hope to eliminate their big plays, obviously, and keep everything in front of you.
A lot of factors make these games big each time JCC and Pipestone get together, obviously proximity, the rivalry, and stuff like that. But this is also essentially a playoff game. And so how do you guys approach that, kind of getting the postseason started early, sort of, on a Wednesday as well?
Yeah, obviously a short week. You don't have a lot of time to prepare like you would in the playoffs. But, you try and obviously compete. You want your guys to play hard. They're going to compete and show up. Coach Schuler does a really good job preparing them week in and week out. So, we talk a lot about competing and taking one play at a time and winning each play.
Are there things that you've learned maybe over the years to emphasize most with MEA week and stuff, with how the schedule kind of gets affected by that and things, and, how do you guys approach that as well?
We played on Friday. Obviously, your guys need a break in there somewhere. I'm not a huge fan of the MEA week game. Playing on a short week is tough for anybody, whether it's the NFL or college or whatever. So, really, it's more about mental reps and watching film and game planning that way than anything.
You're preaching to the choir there, and especially as you get into the postseason, some of the short rest is kind of tough when you have the most important games going on. But, this one is just as important as any other one, and we're excited to bring it to the people out there. So, Coach, any other thoughts as we approach kickoff?
Nope, I got nothing.
Well, thank you so much for talking to us and getting us ready for this matchup from the Arrows. Thank you.
Thanks.
That's Pipestone area head coach Scott Boomgarden telling us about this upcoming matchup, which is going to be a huge showdown in Jackson. JCC football coming up on KKOJ.
Are you looking for
boost? Head to Smokin' Java in Jackson for the best coffee, espresso, baked goods, breakfast, and lunch. Proud supporters of the JCC Huskies and local sports. Smokin' Java, fueling the community one cup at a time. Follow on Facebook for specials.
Terry Bargfried, your local American Family Insurance agent, is proud to support the JCC Huskies. Contact her today at 507-847-3440 or stop by their office in Jackson.
American Family Insurance.
the world's hardest working, smoothest riding ATVs and side-by-sides are ready and waiting at Jackson Sports, your local Polaris dealer. Stop into Jackson Sports off Industrial Parkway in Jackson. Jackson Sports, here for you, and continues to support our community.
Come on out and enjoy the scrumptious goodies at A&W Restaurant in Mountain Lake. Burger baskets, amazing root beer floats, coney dogs, ice cream treats, and more. A&W Restaurant proudly supports local sports. Download the A&W app and order online, or drive through to pick your order up.
Discover Jackson Collision and Classics at their new state-of-the-art facility in the Jackson Industrial Park. Family-owned, fully insured, and dedicated to complete customer satisfaction. For top-notch service, visit Jackson Collision and Classics today.
Temperance Lake Ridge Senior Living is here to support you in all your school activities and encourages you to be fearless in the pursuit of your goals and dreams. Temperance Lake Ridge offers state-of-the-art assisted living and memory care.
Tammy's on the Ave and Gerhardt's Catering want to wish area students and staff the very best. Work hard and have pride in our communities. Looking for an experienced caterer? Tammy's on the Ave and Gerhardt's Catering has over 30 years of experience. Look to them for any size catering. Trust in Gerhardt's Catering for all your catering needs. Contact them at tammysontheave.com.
United Hospital District is welcoming new patients. Welcoming patients who prefer truly local health care. Patients who prefer individualized care from doctors and medical staff that live in the communities they serve. Welcoming patients ready for a change, and they'd like to welcome you too. Visit uhd.org to learn more.
Let the realtors at Stan Siebert Agency get you the best deal while making it a smooth process. If you are looking for a real estate or appraisal needs, contact the Stan Siebert Agency in Lakefield, proud sponsor of Husky Sports.
Welcome back to JCC Football on KKOJ Radio and Explore Live Video. Kempson Cross and Tim Stye ready to bring it to you, and they are getting the starting lineups introduced on the field, so we'll do that up here as well. At left tackle for the JCC Huskies, number 72, Weston Rao. Left guard, 73, Casey Storm. 61, Ryan Haley is at center. Right guard, Jack Mix, number 65. Right tackle, number 50, Thomas Leopold. At quarterback, we expect number 22, Evan Bartholomew, to at least carry the passing duties tonight for JCC. At least that's the plan to begin with, because Roman Voss still has some tightness in that right shoulder. He will be a contributor on both sides of the ball. We expect at least offensively he was against Laverne. The running back, both senior running backs in the backfield, number 1, Clay Malchow, and number 4, Tavian Diggs. And at wide receiver, number 5, Ben Deline, and number 6, Grant Frecking. And at tight end, number 82, Avon Farmer, the Birdman, as well. And on the defensive side, Mix and Kyler Hall, number 74, joined at defensive tackle by Cade Frecking-Lew, number 88. And it's the Birdman and Leopold on the end positions. Ian Titterington, the middle linebacker, back from an illness against Laverne, wearing number 59, one of the tackling leaders of this team. And Diggs is at linebacker along with Isaac Hesbeck, who Coach called a Swiss Army knife during the postgame last week, as he was able to step up in a big way over on the defensive side. So we might see him at safety as well. Malchow, Gallagher, Ben Deline, and Bartholomew in the defensive backfield. Roman Voss will kick it from right to left and get it inside the 5 as Pipestone will take it back to take back the opening kickoff. It's Zayden Safir trying to bounce it out to the left, and he is finally wrestled down by Grant Frecking just across the 25-yard line.
Roman got that down to the 2-yard line. Good sign for the future there. Actually pretty good kick coverage, but broke a tackle or two, or shoestring attempts, and Grant Frecking brings him down at the 28.
So 8 seconds into this game, the first offensive opportunity will go the way of the Pipestone Arrows. Arrows led by quarterback Landon Quist, who has returned from injury since being hurt in week number 2, and then Austin Mush, who's on the outside for them wide receiver-wise, as it's 2 wide receivers to each side and a running back next to Quist in the shotgun. A little bit of a delayed start there. A throw into the flat that was incomplete for Zafir, second down.
Yeah, offside right guard not called. Play goes on, and nobody stopped. Everybody kept going. Nice down and out, got rid of the ball quickly. Just went through the receiver's hands there. No surprises here on defense. Roman is not in. Grant Frecking playing safety.
Hayden Brook, number 26, is a running back. Fullback is Lucas Toft when they use him, number 32. And they had 4 wide receivers the first time, and now it's 2 to each side again for Pipestone area on second down and 10 from their own 28. On the left hash. And now motion from left to right out of the slot to put 3 wide receivers on the right. Quist is going to run up the middle and get 2 yards before he is stonewalled by Gage Johnson, Ian Titterington, a couple other Huskies in the area.
Yeah, run up the middle there, design run. Quick play with the quarterback trying to draw us out with 4 wide receivers. All the linebackers come up and hit hard there. Tackle to Ian and Gage.
3rd down and long from their own 31 for the Arrows on the opening drive. It's 3rd down and 7. From left to right, it's Jackson post, Logan punt, Evan Gorecki, Xavier Banjoko, and Connor Wagner on the line, the expected starters for Pipestone. A wide receiver tight to the right of the line here. The shotgun snap to Quist. Waits, throws over the middle, and it goes incomplete as an incredible play at the last moment to deflect it away from Zafir by Grant Frecking.
Beautiful play by Grant Frecking. It's the Logan Butson play, I call it. The guy basically catches it, and he swipes it down, rips it out of his hands. No catch. Best pass protection I've seen all year, as they kept a few extra guys in, but kept our D-line off until the last second.
10:58 to go in the opening quarter. A 3-and-out to start off the game for Pipestone area if they punt it on 4th down and 7 from their own 31, and they do. And that one is trailing out of bounds near the 40-yard line, so JCC will get good field position. Caden White had that one get kind of off the side of his foot as JCC will take over at their own 41.
Yeah, the referee marking the ball comes up the line, and when he puts his when it lands out of bounds there, and they're looking for where it landed and where it crossed the end line. We'll get the ball at the 41-yard line. Very good field position to start offensively.
About a 30-yard punt. And Roman Voss is actually going to at least line up at quarterback here. Under center behind Ryan Haley, and they run Veer to the left, and he will fake it up to Mauchow in his belly and go out to the left side, and he is on the run and sidestepping across the 45-yard line of Pipestone, already a 1st down.
Simple option play left. Dive wasn't too open, so Roman pulls it back, rips it out wide, keeps going, gains 17 yards. Very good blocking there. And Roman had to outrun only one guy on the edge. Offensive line starting as usual. Casey Storm left guard, and Jack Mix is starting at right guard.
They gave him 16 to the 43-yard line of Pipestone here. So 1st down and 10 from the left hash. Now in the shotgun is Voss, as Deline will come in motion and get the handoff jet sweep action to the right, trying to get to the edge across the 40 to the 35 in some traffic, and then he is ridden out of bounds with a good chunk up near the 36-yard line.
Solid defense. They're stringing it out a little bit on Ben. Good blocking, though, and doesn't make contact till he's 7 yards downfield and gains 6 yards in the end. A little low snap there. Excellent job by Roman to grab that down by his knees and a fast snap and get it up and get it to Ben on time.
Gain of 7 officially put on the board to the 36-yard line for Deline, and it's 2nd down and 3. Voss will go under center again. That trips bunch to the right side of the line, and then Deline is alone on the left. Mauchow is behind, and he will take the fullback dive, and he will fall forward in the arms of Jackson Post for a 1st down.
Yeah, good line push up the middle there. Excellent job by the middle of the line. Everybody's pushing their guy back, and as a result, you gain an easy 5 yards or 4 yards there. Roman 10 passing TDs on the year and 15 rushing TDs, so obviously he's a TD maker in the first quarter here.
Gain of 5 for Mauchow when they needed 3. 1st down and 10 from the 31 of Pipestone. JCC's opening drive after holding the Arrows to a 3-and-out. Voss under center again, and he will go out to the left on a quarterback keeper all the way, trying to get out to the edge, and he finally does get to the sideline, dragging defenders across the 25 up to about the 21.
I like that quick little sweep we got going on out there. Blocking on the edge was Pullman there, and the guy turned his back to him, and he let the guy go. Otherwise, they're going to call holding real quick. Even if they're turning into you, once you make contact, they should not be able to turn around and get a holding call or at least a block in the back. Let go of the block and let Roman outrun him and still gain yards there.
Inside 9.5, a scoreless first quarter here to the 21 on a 10-yard run for Voss on the previous snap to make it 1st down and 10 again. Near the left hash, for JCC. He's under center again. He'll go to the right with the option, and he'll pull it. He'll go to the right and look for the edge and get some contact on the left shoulder as he goes down near the 15-yard line. A good gain again.
Excellent defense, though, by Pipestone, showing their speed to get outside. All year we've been running to the outside, and Roman just outruns everybody and gets in the end zone. Good pursuit angles and excellent team defense to cut that off.
14-yard line is where they mark it. That's a gain of 7 for 2nd down and 3. On JCC's first offensive drive.
A little tougher angle when you can't hang out the window here.
That's right. After the 3-and-out forced by the JCC defense, the offense is looking just like usual so far in the regular season finale. Voss is under center, and he'll go to the left with the veer, and it goes to Malchow, who is stretching himself across the 10-yard line for 1st down and goal.
Good job again by the line. Simple dive. Clay runs hard, gains some yards, gets a 1st down. Did see a blitz there. I think Pipestone's going, we're going to dare you to throw it here when they're the back's against the wall here a little bit. It's going to be tougher to run for yards down here if they're going blitzing.
So the gain of 4 puts 1st down and goal at the 9-yard line for JCC. Frecking alone to the left and Deline to the right. I formation now behind Voss. Pullman is the tight end to the left of the formation. Voss going under center. Diggs is the fullback, and it's a sweep to Malchow, the tailback. Going to the left, trying to find a crease, and he will find just enough room to get close to the goal line and be just short as one hand goes up instead of 2.
Ooh, what a block by Rao. He took his guy all the way to the sideline there, and as a result, a nice little cut by Clay. Just good pursuit angles. Pipestone is showing their speed, which all year we relied on our speed to outrun them. Pipestone's got some speed to cut down on those angles and keep the play from at least being a touchdown there.
Malchow gains 8 on 1st down and goal. It's 2nd down and goal now with Power Eye now. And actually, no, it's the wishbone behind. The angle messed with me there, and it's Gage Johnson who's able to go in untouched 1-yard plunge for Gage Johnson to put JCC out front 6-0.
That's a drive. All running. They pretty much think Roman's going to be handing it off and still couldn't stop it because our offensive line is blocking there. Excellent job. Guys turning their back and letting go of the block to make sure there's no holding calls. Very good precision on an opening drive. Going for 2.
2-point conversion attempt with the wishbone. Going to the left again is Johnson. Meets some more resistance this time, but does get to the goal line and officially makes it 8-0 JCC. 7:13 to go in the opening quarter. A 3-and-out on the Arrows' first offensive drive. JCC's defense executed, and then an 8-play drive that took 59 yards. And the JCC Huskies end up in the end zone, as they so often have early on in these games. Want to say thank you to Pizza Ranch of Jackson, Southwest Broadband, Warmka Towing of Jackson, and Terry Bargfried, American Family Insurance, for your support of our Huskies broadcasts.
Roman with 3 carries on that drive for 33, and Clay with 17 yards on 3 carries. And Gage gets in the end zone twice for the 2-pointer and the touchdown run. All set up by a good offensive line. Roman is going to come out and kick it again here.
So the 1-yard touchdown run by Gage Johnson, the 8-play 59-yard drive. 7:13 left in this first quarter.
Rumors of Gopher coaches down here. I'm sure they want to show off his athleticism a little bit tonight if he's not going to be throwing a zip for 40 yards downfield.
And Voss will put the right foot into it, and it'll go out of bounds near the 20-yard line, and that will result in good field position for the Arrows.
Yeah, proving he's human here, and really tried to get the leg in there, I think, to put it through the uprights, it looked like to me. Went off the side a little bit and gets out of bounds. Good thing in high school, it's not a severe penalty, really. Average starting position is about where they put the ball when it goes out of bounds.
So the Pipestone area Arrows will take over at their own 35, as you referenced there. After a 3-and-out, where they did go forward 3 yards, but a couple incompletions as well. And the key deflection by Grant Frecking, who's filling in for Voss at the safety position, to force the 3-and-out fully on third down. 2 wide receivers to each side for Pipestone here on first down and 10 from their 35. Running back to the right of Quist. He's barking signals and motions coming in the backfield, trying the left side with the handoff to the running back, which is Weston Reinhardt, and he got maybe 1 yard.
And on cue, Isaac Hespeck at right linebacker comes up and makes the tackle. Nice little fake counter play. Isaac comes up and meets him at the line of scrimmage, drags him for 1 yard, but very good defense there from a linebacker position and Isaac Hespeck. 1 play, 1 tackle.
Just the 1 yard. Second down and 9 from the 36-yard line upcoming. Pipestone once again deploying 2 wide receivers to each side. Reinhard is to the left of Quist this time. And once again, some motion from left to right. And Quist will throw it out to the right, and it is corralled and then broken, tackle there, and then gain of about 3 by number 3, Trevor Chalsett.
And Ian hits him hard. Tavian Diggs gets out there, does his job, slows him down, missed the tackle, but Ian made him pay for continuing to run down the field and hit him hard after another 3 yards. Ian with his second tackle, he asked me at the volleyball game how many tackles he had this year, and I said, you slipped the second because you missed that game with illness, so he does know the gauge is in front of him.
I think he was the one who was running up the bleachers during the 5th set against Wyndham, so I'm glad he's okay after that, too.
Yeah.
Trips to the left, 1 to the right, running back to the left for Quist. Quarterback barks the signals, shotgun snap, and now he is under that Husky heat. The throw into the Husky sideline is incomplete on third down.
Husky heat is on. That time from the middle. Kyler Hall and Kate Freckenlew both in his face very quickly, basically making it unable for the receivers to get downfield to effectively get open. Makes the cornerbacks look really good when the pass rush gets there that fast.
From the 39-yard line, Pipestone area has 4th down and 6. Down 8-0 after JCC went down the field in just less than 4 minutes of clock, as this one gets into by White, and it will bounce over to Deline. He gets it at his own 29, and he will spin out of 1 tackle, and then he'll be ripped down eventually after a gain of maybe 3. Nehemiah Ostermeyer got the special teams tackle.
It was punt return right, and Leopold was out here first man setting up the wall, but the guy was a little too far in front of him, and as a result, he backed off, let the 2 guys kind of make the tackle, but he saved us 10 yards by not hitting him in the back, and it was set up perfectly for him to touch him just a little bit, and it would have been a penalty.
Yeah, they don't let that slide usually, we've noticed over the course of this season, and that's something that JCC has been trying to clean up steadily over the course of this season as well.
Carson Colander in at right guard this possession.
2 wide receivers to each side. Voss is alone in the backfield with a tight end to the left. Now Deline coming in motion toward the right, and he will turn around and get the counter going to the left, and Deline's trying to get into space, setting up some blocks, going to the JCC sideline, across midfield, and right at midfield is where they'll mark him out. A big first down on the first run.
And I must say, he didn't look 100%, but he still got through, making an excellent job at breaking 1 tackle, getting to the outside. And Avon Farmer had a pancake block out on the edge there as well.
Pickup of 17 on first down and 10 to start another drive. And Deline was another Husky that Coach mentioned had gotten nicked up last week. And so even if he's not 100%, he's still a state-class sprinter. And now we have Evan Bartholomew at quarterback for the first time. Voss is split out to the left as well. Bartholomew is going deep, and he forced it down there, and it's going to be intercepted at the 15-yard line. Voss is blocked out of play, and coming back toward the left side and finally getting dragged down by Avon Farmer near the 20-yard line after the interception is Tagan Wolber, and that is where the Arrows will take over.
And the flag on the play is holding offense, so holding on JCC won't be any factor. Evan basically had that pre-planned. He was going deep, throwing it up for Roman to do a little post pattern. Problem is they are watching for it as well. Roman goes to wide receiver. They're anticipating a play deep. time to kind of cut one off and do a simple 20-yard out pattern, and it's going to be wide open. He can catch it and make a guy fake out and still score a touchdown. Doesn't have to be a home run pass every play, but kind of predetermined, threw it up, and the safety was waiting.
Arrows take over from the 19-yard line after the interception. Quist will be under center for the first time. Slip backs behind him for Pipestone. And a handoff going to the right to the man from the left, and he is swallowed up near the line of scrimmage. Got nothing, did the ball carrier, as he's on top of at least one guy, and that was
Cade Freaking Lou with the tackle. But very good penetration by 3 different guys there. Caleb Haskins was pushing his guy back, and Farmer was in there deep, and Ian was coming up to make the tackle as well. Very good team defense, stops rushing games.
So Reinard, I believe, got the carry on that one. Hard to say. It might have been Ostermeyer as well. Yeah, he's lined up on the left there in the formation for Pipestone this time. And now the left guard comes across into the neutral zone, and so backing up 5 yards on the penalty will be the Arrows.
When you got Caleb Haskins across from you, you know you got to shoot out fast and hit him before he can come up. He's a lot of weight to push around, so the guy right across him is trying to get off the ball quickly, and as a result, he jumps on the sound. So Gage Johnson's back in at right linebacker, leading tackler on the team, closely followed by Ian at middle linebacker.
Second down and 15 now. Back to pass is Quist. He's looking to the right, pump fakes that way. Now going deep, and it's intercepted by Ben Gallagher. He got the step on Zafir. No, they call it incomplete.
I didn't see it hit, but he's right there to call it. All I know is a stellar defense. The cornerback totally took him off his pattern and was the guy that was really going for the ball. Step-by-step coverage. Gallagher, excellent job. Looked like he went up and brought it down right in his hands, but must have jiggled around when he hit the ground.
So it'll be third down now and 15 from the 14-yard line. Well, they marked it at the 15, so maybe they gave him 1 yard to the 20 originally. Anyway, it's third down and long. Third down and 14. 2 wide receivers to each side, and Quist can't handle the snap. He goes into his own end zone, and he's trying to get rid of it. He throws it over the middle near Caleb Haskin. It goes incomplete.
It's the definition of grounding there. There's no one in the area. Yep, there it goes.
Caleb Haskin was locked up with Logan Punt on the line, and now the flag finally comes in, and that is going to be a safety because he just chucked it to no one out of the end zone, and it's 10-0 JCC.
Yeah, very close to the end line when he threw it, but I think he was in by a yard or two, and it goes down as a safety when he did the right move, I think. He can't give up a touchdown there. Hope they don't call it, and they almost didn't. They thought about it for a minute and didn't see anybody at the line of scrimmage where he tried to throw it to.
3 minutes and 16 seconds to go in the first quarter. It is 10-0 now after Quist just had to get rid of it. And now the Arrows will have to free kick it away after a safety for JCC, their second of the season. Last time it was Redwood Valley who snapped it over the head of the punter. That's how they got their other one. Thank you to Dr. Craig Newell Orthodontics of Spirit Lake and Wyndham, Sunshine Foods of Jackson, Stan Siebert Agency of Lakefield, and Clausen Insurance Professionals for your support of our Huskies broadcasts on your season-long home for Huskies football, KKOJ Radio, and tonight on Explore Live Video.
I did look up what grounding is in high school. It is basically the tackle box, and you got to get to the line of scrimmage. It was straight back. There's no way he was out of the tackle box. Has to be a receiver in the area, and there was not. Free kick. They can go punt or kickoff, and it looks like they're doing kickoff.
Noel Vivanco is teeing it up. He will make a right-footed kick here from the 20-yard line on the free kick. And it goes into the night air, and it skitters along the ground, and Deline can't handle it at first at the 30. He has to gather it up at the 23. Now he's looking for a block from Malchow, who's the only guy in the area. He's still trying to escape out to the left side in amongst white shirts, and he will get a decent return out of it when it's all said and done. Got a few yards there, and JCC takes over up 10-0 now.
We were going normal kick return on there, and it got over the second to the back guys, and then it's rolling to the back guys. It's always hard to get a rolling football, especially when it's got some force behind it. It was a total line drive. As a result, harder to scoop up. And once he did, there was a lot of guys in his face.
Deline was able to gather it in, though, and it wasn't a live ball that was just up for grabs. As got 5 yards is what we're going to call the return here. So it's going to set up JCC on their own 28 with 3:04 to go in this opening quarter, up 10-0 after the safety. Bartholomew will turn around, hand it off, a fumble, and now Clay Malchow will gather it back in, and he will go down in the arms of Jackson Post, but that could have been worse for the Huskies.
Yeah, it's an example in high school when you start bringing backup quarterbacks in, and the handoffs are not the same. They don't get as much work. Even this week, the practice tape I watched, Roman was quarterback most of the time, so he's making those handoffs in practice as well. And Roman's coming back to hand the ball off probably here.
And they actually ended up gaining a yard on that, so 2nd down and 9 from their own 29. Voss is under center. It's an I formation for the Huskies, and that one is a handoff, turned around, and Malchow now puts it on the grass again. Fumble, and the Arrows are able to not quite get on top of it. Ben Deline saves the day again, and it ends up being a positive gain for the Huskies.
Pretty simple here. Pipestone's figured out that if Roman's in the game, he's probably not going to throw the ball. They're blitzing. We beat the blitz. He's in the open. Clay's running hard. Just drop the ball. It happens. But the positive of the note is Ben Deline's out there as a wide receiver. Play's basically over. He's still coming towards the ball. Dropped the ball, jumps on it, and gets the ball back for JCC.
He's still got his speed. I didn't even see him come in there. I thought the Arrows had it for sure. A gain of 9 when it was all said and done. 2 straight fumble recoveries for 10 yards for JCC. And now Diggs is stood up and thrown down near the 40-yard line. A gain of 1, but the Arrows with a nice stand on first down.
Yep, they know that the run's coming. So they're stacking the line of scrimmage. They're daring somebody to throw the ball. And Roman's back there right now. Try and block. You basically got to break the line of scrimmage. You can break it if you got too many guys up, but it makes it much harder to break the line of scrimmage.
2nd down and 9, so a gain of 1 by Diggs, but a hard-fought yard. 2nd down and 9. I formation for Voss, and he will turn around, hand it off, and slipping in the backfield was Gage Johnson on that one, so they'll lose at least 2 yards, and it'll be 3rd and long.
Basically, Gage is putting his foot in the ground to run hard and slips right as he gets the ball. Tries to make a cut. His foot slips out. Usually this happens about the 3rd quarter, but it's much cooler tonight and happened a little sooner. And the footing is a little bit different tonight than previous nights.
3rd down and 11. Voss at quarterback. 3rd down and 11. Final 30 seconds of the opening quarter. Huskies lead by 10. Voss will go back, and it's veer and a handoff, and the exchange barely got to Diggs there. He'll get back to the 40-yard line, but the Arrows make a nice defensive stand at the end of the first quarter.
Truthfully, this is what I expected at the start of the game. I think maybe they weren't sure if Roman was going to pass or not, and as a result, it was a little bit looser. Now is what you're going to get. If your quarterback can't throw, they're going to have 7-8 guys up at the line of scrimmage, and you got to somehow get through that as the quarter ends here.
The first quarter does come to a close. Jackson County Central Huskies 10, Pipestone Area Arrows 0. We step aside for 1 minute on KKOJ Radio and Explore Live Video.
Are you hungry and you're...
Explore the opportunities waiting for you at Minnesota West Community and Technical College. We offer a network of 5 campuses and 2 dynamic learning centers. Each location offers specialized education tailored to its community's needs. Whether you're seeking technical training, transfer pathways, or a liberal arts degree, embrace flexibility with distance learning options, including PSEO. We are one college with endless possibilities. Check us out at mnwest.edu.
When you work with New Way K&H Cooperative, you have a dedicated advocate by your side. They're committed to you in providing answers on market fluctuations, best practices, technology trends, insights, and other variables that affect your profitability. Partner with New Way K&H Cooperative and have confidence in the decisions you make with your operation.
Punt, Isaac Hesbeck puts his left foot into it, and Zafir has to get away from it as Entrican ends up tracking it down. And so that is the first play, is the JCC punt of this second quarter. Kempson Cross and Tim Stye here with you. KKOJ Radio and Explore Live Video. Dan Swoboda making sure we're on both, actually, with how things worked out. And we are still actually always hiring board operators, 712-336-5800 or Keith at exploreokaboji.com, both places to reach out, or camera operators and producers of our live stream broadcasts as well. We'd love to have you.
Isaac was kicking into the wind there, and it's a pretty stiff wind, almost 19 miles an hour or so.
Quist is back, and he'll throw over to the right, and there's that tunnel screen that Coach talked about, falling forward and backward there, and a positive gain for Pipestone to start things off in this second quarter. It was Wolber on the receiving end.
Those plays are hard to stop for less than 5 yards when you can complete them. Bendeline does his job, sends them, makes them cut in. Diggs makes his tackle, but the guy leans forward and gains 3 more yards, gains 5 yards. Complete those quick little slant patterns and bubble patterns. You should be able to get 5 yards out of them.
Got 4 that time. It'll be 2nd down and 6 on the Wolber pass completion to Wolber. 2 wide receivers to each side, and now motion from right to left. Quist will take a quarterback keeper, and he'll run directly into Avon Farmer, and the Birdman didn't let him go anywhere.
Excellent team defense. Diggs comes through the hole, forces him out one hole, and as a result, Farmer's there waiting for him to make the tackle. Cade Frecking-Lou, very good penetration, 2 holes in from there, and as a result, there's nowhere for the quarterback to go.
Another 3rd down being forced upon Pipestone area early second quarter here. 3rd down and 8 from their own 33. As JCC and Pipestone locked in this matchup of 2 teams that are unbeaten in the section.
Watch the play clock here. We'll be watching that back, Judge. I did see him counting earlier. Yep, it's at 10.
Inside 10.5 in this second quarter. Quist will bark the signals quickly. Some motion again from right to left. And Quist will go back, looking to the left, and now he'll take off into the middle, and now he'll throw late, and it's tipped by Frecking, went through his hands to Ben Gallagher. It's intercepted by JCC. Gallagher is still going. Gallagher spinning across the 40, still going. Just go down, you're done, bud.
Beautiful interception there. A little tip drill. Everybody did their job on the defense. That's what led to the interception. Very late flag there from something.
Gallagher made the interception, and then a very late flag, like you said, at the 40-yard line is where they have it marked currently. And an unsportsmanlike conduct call is going against the Huskies. They'll still get it. It'll be after the play there. And Gallagher was being stood up by the arrows, and then they were still trying to get the ball away from him even after the play was essentially over, but something JCC did on the back end will back them up to their own 45.
Somebody said something probably because it was thrown really late, but let's not take away from the play. Excellent job from both defensive ends. Quarterback has to come up, throws it last second because he knew he was going to get lit up by the linebackers. We tip it and right into the hands of Gallagher, and he runs hard for another 10 yards on the return.
Voss at quarterback from the 45 of JCC, and now what?
No clue.
Got whistles, we stopped things, and I think we're resetting the clock here. Or not. 9:59 is still on the clock here in the second quarter. 10-0, JCC just got a Gallagher interception. Handoff to the tailback, it's Mouchow running angry and to the midfield stripe for a gain of 5.
And they're looking to strip it. So a nice hard eye run. we're going for 5 yards, and we got 5 yards. Beautiful job. Clay's dragging his legs, pumping his legs hard, got guys all over him, and they're stripping at the ball. They see an opportunity last time Clay ran the ball that he dropped it, so now they're thinking, let's go for a fumble every time, trying to rip it out.
2nd down and 5 after he gained 5. And I formation again with 2 wide to the right. And a fake handoff up the middle, going option to the right. The pitch man is Mouchow. He's able to reach back and get it. He gets at least close to the first down. It depends on the spot, and I think he got enough.
He's right on the line, so it should be right on the line again. Should be a first down and they're not marking it as a first down. I don't know how. No.
The white line is beyond the stick that
and the
whole
whole way
is
he
backing
walks
toward.
up the white line the whole time.
And they just
and then
slid
they
it back
moved the
like
ball
that player that
after
kicks
it was
it
over.
when, like that Lions player or whatever that was a couple years ago. They slid it back behind the white line now. And now it's Power Roman and Voss on 3rd down and some more. And he will go to the left, and he will get the first down, and then he gets bounced backwards, and then he will get at least 5 yards out of it when it's all said and done, a half dozen for Voss, eliminating any potential doubt.
Beautiful run. Excellent job blocking. 2 middle linebackers coming up every play now and standing at the line of scrimmage. I knew the Pipestone's way too well coached to not figure that out. And as soon as they figured out we're not going to be able to pass with Roman at quarterback, they are just bringing the linebackers up to the line of scrimmage. Good luck blocking 9 guys. And our line is still somewhat succeeding at blocking at this point.
Evan Bartholomew back in at quarterback now from the I formation. Voss is in the slot to the right. Delean's over there as well. They throw it out to Voss in the slot. He gets the 35, the 30. No one's touched him yet up to the 20. He's on the sideline. He's breaking tackles. Roman Voss is in the end zone. 39-yard touchdown, JCC.
So the answer, bring Evan in, throw it to Roman. Let him try and tackle him one-on-one. Ben Deleen just took his cornerback and blocked him straight into the stands. This is another reason Roman was able to get there. But Roman getting hit at the 15-yard line and dragging 3 guys to the end zone is another reason he scored.
4 plays, 55 yards. Any questions on the last 2 plays there? 8:35 left now in this second quarter. And it is 16-0. And another 2-point conversion coming for the Huskies. Voss is out to the left now. Bartholomew under center, and he will throw to the right for Frecking, trying that fade route, and Zafir had good enough coverage to knock it away from Frecking in the right corner. So it does remain JCC 16, Pipestone 0, but the Huskies continue to build a lead here as they were able to get another touchdown there. And even though they got the spot that was questionable, they convert that 3rd down and then immediately turn around and get another big conversion, which is the pass play to Roman on the very next play.
Yeah, no, it's about doing the next play, and they're taught it all year long. They weren't worked up about any spot by any means. Coaches, that's a coach's problem, really. And as a result, they just come out the next play and run Roman hard. This team expects to score even if they know they're going to run against them. And they are going to continue to run hard and block hard and try and continue to convert even though the other team knows it's going to be a run.
I want to say thank you to Smokin' Java, Farmers and Merchant State Bank of Alpha, Focus Law, M&H Electric, and Smokin' Jake's for your support of our Huskies broadcasts all year long. 16-0 now, JCC on top with 8:35 to go in this second quarter. Roman Voss continuing to handle the kickoff duties for JCC. From the 40, he tees it up, and it goes close to the right sideline, and once again it'll bounce out.
Yep, just barely rolled out there, about 2 yards out of bounds. Just a little bit off the foot. There's one thing that I've always noticed about kicking game. As it gets colder out, that ball just does not fly the same in Minnesota.
Yeah.
It gets harder and harder to kick it deep. I've seen it many of our good kickers in the past, Jack Sadusky last year, that getting touchbacks at the end of the year gets tougher and tougher.
Ben Gallagher made the interception to start the 4-play, 55-yard drive for JCC. So Quist has tossed one pick tonight, and he also threw the incomplete pass that was penalized for the safety from the end zone. And it was Gage Johnson that punched it in for a 1-yard touchdown run to help JCC make this 16-0 lead. Pipestone takes over from their own 35 on the left hash. Quist is alone in the backfield. He looks over to the left, throws, and it's complete. And going up the left sideline, banging out of bounds is Ostermeyer near the 45-yard line.
5 wide receivers out there. I don't know if we were ready for that. I'm sure these coaches are, but I sure wasn't expecting it. And as a result, we saw Grant Frecking run over to the other side late as they were asking for help on the close side.
A gain of 9, 2nd down and 1 from their own 44 for Pipestone is upcoming. 8:28 to go as he was knocked out of bounds was Ostermeyer after the 9-yard gain. Here in the second quarter, 16-point lead for JCC. Defense back out there. Trips right and 2 to the left. Alone again is Quist with the 5 wide receiver set. He'll run up the middle, and he gets a little bit of daylight near the midfield stripe. He has a first down.
Basically, they spread it completely out and making it for a quarterback sneak. Quarterback sneaks out of the shotgun formation, and you only got one linebacker left in there, and he comes up and makes the tackle, but it's hard to stop him behind the line of scrimmage on a 2nd and 1.
And a first down and 10 from their own 49 for the Arrows now.
Bringing Hespeck in at right linebacker.
Arrows trying to fully string something together here. Got a first down there, as JCC only averages giving up a half dozen first downs per game. And once again, 3 wide right, 1 to the left. Quist looks to the right, and into the shotgun it goes to White, and he will sidestep across midfield to the 45, and near the 43-yard line, he's near another first down, as Pipestone is finally able to string some of these screen passes and stuff in together, and to the 42 there for 2nd and short.
I keep repeating myself, but it's hard to stop that play for less than a 5-yard game if you can complete it. The only way is if you come up and play complete bump and run coverage, and then at the high school level you're worried about a fly over top to give you a touchdown. So really pretty decent defense, just it's a 9-yard gain.
Well, and do you make them work that hard for it and just make them continue to throw those little ones, the little bubbles? As Quist looks to the left and into the flat it goes, as Zafir is looking for some room. He created some room and got into the open space, and Pipestone area is going to score a touchdown. Arrows in from 42 yards away. It was Zafir who got it in his hands 5 yards away from the line of scrimmage, and he did the rest.
In-out pattern. Cuts in, breaks out, wide open, comes on up to make the tackle. One missed tackle, and breaks through the safety, and he's gone.
4-play, 65-yard drive. And the Arrows finally break the 0 off their side of the scoreboard. That extra point is blocked, and now JCC's looking for the ball. Finally, it was gathered in by Diggs, but he's tackled before he can do anything more with it.
They don't let him run it back in high school. It's dead once you block it.
16-6. And JCC allows a touchdown about the earliest that they have all year. And so Pipestone with the big play to make the statement that they're not going to go quietly into the night. 7:40 to go in this first half. It's 16-6 Huskies on top of the Arrows.
Yeah, I had starters, I think, were leading 281-7 on the year. So you had 16 to 281, and now give them 6. So you can understand why Pipestone's a little happy when they scored on the starting defense. And not only scored on one play, but had 2-3 first downs before that with a quick passing game. I said it all year. It's going to take that quick passing game.
Thank you, Minnesota West Community and Technical College, ASA Auto Plaza, A&W Restaurant in Mountain Lake, and Blue Earth Stockyards for your support of our sports broadcasts. And I was just referencing before they threw that snap that you maybe wanted to make them work that hard for it, make them work with the short passing game, but then you have an athlete like Zafir who's able to break it off like that.
Yeah, and one missed tackle too, and broke through the safety. So you could almost call it two broken tackles on the same play, which caused the touchdown. How do we respond is the question.
So from left to right, it goes to Deline. He drops it at first, but gathers it in at the 10. Pipestone excited about it, but Deline now trying to break into the open. Nearly broke a fourth tackle on that as he was corralled before the 30-yard line. So JCC will have it offensively from their own 30 as Pipestone just got their first score of the game. 16-6 JCC leads, but Pipestone certainly has the momentum.
Solid return from Ben after he dropped the ball, though. Hit off his hands, went down, picks it back up, breaks through two guys, gets wide. And let's see how the offense responds. Running guys out of the huddle, I don't like that.
First down and 10 from the 30. Voss is split out to the right, one left, and there's confusion.
We got 10 guys out there.
Yeah, they're going to probably maybe need a timeout here. Gallagher, a late substitution.
Yeah, we're on 5-4, 3-2-1. It's not going to be able to get set.
Bartholomew is going to bark the signals, and they are going to call the timeout, JCC. So not a great start after giving up the big play and the touchdown for the Arrows, and then they have all that momentum. And up by 10 still, JCC, after getting the big start, which they've had no problem getting off to fast starts all year, but now for the second week in a row, and maybe more so than any time all year up to this point, they have been, popped in the mouth or the gut or however you want to say it, and now they have to respond.
This is what football game is supposed to be. It's about responding, and things can't go perfect the whole year. And how do you get back up and play the next play and make it a positive one? You dropped the ball the previous play, or you did something you didn't want to, you missed a tackle. How are you going to respond? Are you going to get back and play football, or are you going to go to the sideline? I'm excited to see how we respond to this.
This is a rematch of the 22 section title. It's for the number 1 seed this year in 2024 as well. And Bartholomew is in the shotgun. He's looking, deep drop. He'll look to the right side, and it rainbows over there, and it goes incomplete. Deline was trying to run underneath it, and good coverage by Ostermeyer. Second down.
Yep, so JCC's response is here, let's bring Evan in. We can run or pass. We can do whichever we want. They can't just have 9 guys at the line of scrimmage and play a real football game. The problem is you don't have a Division I quarterback's arm in there, so you have a normal high school quarterback's arm. And as a result, it's hard to complete a 30-yard pass. And really not too bad a pass, little inside and falls a little short. And it's incomplete, second down and 10.
And if nothing else, you're trying to make them respect it. As Voss will go back under center with Malchow at the fullback position. And the sweep, and Malchow can't quite handle it. Now he does, and now he's trying to come back to the left with only Voss to try to help him out. And Malchow is going to lose a bunch of yardage there, a loss of at least 6 after the botched exchange on the toss, but the fumble recovery at least, even though it's a loss of a half dozen.
Yeah, perfect pitch on a sweep play, and it just went through Clay's hands, dropped the ball. So tries to do a little whoop-de-doo and reverses angle and come back side, but too good a defense really to do that. Some other games that might have worked, but here tonight Pipestone contains on the backside.
And the thing is, when you're outscoring people 54-5 and you have 3 shutouts on the year, you're good enough. You just have to play your game. And JCC so far, maybe a little bit of panic for the first time all year. Voss is rolling out to the right now, and he's trying to scramble for it. He gets back to the original line of scrimmage and then gets across it, but he's not going to be anywhere near a first down.
Question was he going to throw the ball or not? That's the question in my mind.
He at least pretended that he was going to try.
Yes. 4th down and 7 here, though. One thing I noticed on the first punt I didn't get a chance to comment is that Hespeck seemed a little short, and if they would have came after it hard, they could have blocked it.
After the gain of 9, 4th down and 8, so Hespeck will be back, trying to put that left foot into it. Usually has good punts, as this one is taken, and he is able to get it away. Good hang time, corkscrewing towards Zafir at the 35. It takes a huge JCC bounce and rolls inside the 25. Pipestone will take back over, and the defense tries to settle Jackson County Central back in, still up 10, 16-6, with 5:33 to go in this second quarter, as the 3-and-out for the offense after the Pipestone touchdown last time they were out.
Excellent punt by Hespeck there. Got it up through the wind, driving through the wind, and still had a very good net kick there. Kind of got us out of our own side of the field here, back to the 24-yard line. Now it's time for the defense to step up and make some plays.
Hespeck, not necessarily your average high school punter. 43 yards is his average, and that was a very good one as well. And Quist is barking signals, and a timeout is taken by JCC defensively. Their second of the half, with over 5.5 minutes still left in this one. In the second quarter, that is.
We did not have a right D tackle in the game, I don't think. They're looking around a little bit. I don't know if we had a extra defensive back in the game or not, but I didn't think we did. And we did not have a right D tackle.
Arrows trying to get started from their own 24 now. Second timeout taken by JCC. They took the 8-0 lead after Johnson was able to plunge it in and get a 2-point conversion. An interception by Wolber off of Bartholomew in that first quarter, and then JCC was able to create a safety on Quist, who grounded it out of the end zone. It was 10-0 after the first, and then Evan found Voss for the 39-yard touchdown pass to make it 16-0. Zafir took it from Quist for Pipestone to make it 16-6 on their previous drive. A 3-and-out by JCC's offense, and the defense is out there for first down and 10 from the 24 for Pipestone. Quist takes the shotgun snap. He's looking over to the right, and the Heat nearly got home that time as it goes incomplete at the 35, and there was nobody within 15 yards.
He's in the tackle box. There's no one in the area. It's grounding. They just don't call it at the high school level. They're trying to claim that he threw it to the wrong spot because a receiver rolled the wrong part. No, he purposely threw it out here, and they just don't call it in high school.
You were surprised they called it on the safety.
They should have. Meaning I didn't think they were going to call it because they just don't ever call it. And it's total just throwing the ball away so he wouldn't get sacked. That's the definition of grounding.
Second down and 10.
We are going only 3 D linemen here. We got Hespeck at an extra D back.
Trips left, 2 to the right, and Quist alone in the backfield. He tries to take off from the shotgun. Cade Frecking Lou said and so did Gage Johnson.
Cade Frecking Lou, Husky Heat is on there. Double blocked him up the middle, cut blocked him with one guy, gets back up, and he still makes the tackle on the quarterback there.
Quist is shaken up. Coming off, it's third down. And we'll see where they end up marking it here. Back at the 22-yard line, it looks like. So a sack there for Frecking Lou. It'll be third down and 12 after that loss of 2 from their own 22. So the JCC defense having a good response here, trying to force another 3-and-out of Pipestone. Had a couple on the night so far, and they've created a turnover. Quist is back, and he'll go into the shotgun again, and he'll look over the middle. The pressure late as Wolber makes the catch, and then Deline immediately got to him to prevent him from getting toward the sticks. He's tackled at the 33, and he needed a little more than that, and he is slow to get up a little bit as well, but Deline with a great play to track him down before the sticks at the 32.
Ooh, what do you do here? 4 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, a gain of 10 to make it fourth down and 2 from their own 32-yard line. They need their 34.
I would expect a hard count, call a timeout, and then punt. I don't think you want to give JCC the ball right here. I think it's a touchdown if they do.
Inside 4 minutes is where the clock rolls. 16-6 JCC leading. Trips right, 1 left. Quist is back there on fourth down and 2. And Cade Frecking Lou nearly came across. Pipestone wants a call, and now a
delay game.
Delay of game. There was There was a flag thrown from beyond the 50-yard line by one of the officials.
The back guy called delay a game is what he signaled. I think they called timeout before it.
Okay, so Pipestone does take the timeout here. And so with that 4th down, it's 3:45 to go here in the opening half. We will hear a local sports review at halftime of JCC and some other things that have been going on. And then we will also talk about some things that are going on around the state as far as the football playoff picture that affects JCC in particular, and then maybe even beyond that a little bit as well, time permitting. That's coming up during the halftime show. Want to say thank you to Tammy's on the Ave and Gerhardt's Catering and Boquette Building Supply of Truman, Fairmont, and Jackson. As Pipestone took that first time out, they have 2 left.
Long snapper came in, so I assume they're punting.
And that would produce another 3 and out, which would be the 4th of the game.
I would go in here right now and move the ball a little bit, see if you can't get the offense to, or the defense to jump across. And if they call an illegal snap, you take the 5 yards.
Sly dog you.
That's what I would do
4th
if
down.
I was the underdog.
White will put his right foot into it as the punt does get away. And Malchow is going to not cleanly receive it, but it's going to bounce out of bounds. He tried to corral it as it bounced above his head, and he was getting tackled at the same time. It's going to essentially be a gain of 4 on the return on another fumble.
Clay needs to just take a deep breath and relax. He's trying to make a touchdown when he's got no room to make a touchdown. He's just got to make a solid football play, and he's trying to go all the way before you even catch the ball. You just got to keep things simple. Do what you need to do on any given play.
JCC getting it at their own 33. Roman Voss is in the shotgun with Diggs to his right. Farmer, a late substitution to the left side as the tight end. 2 wide right, 1 left. Voss barking the signals. Deline comes in motion. A fake handoff, and Voss will go to the right himself. And the keeper to the 45, spinning and backing his way toward midfield. And it's a 1st down easily.
We got to be a better hometown clock operator. Let 3 seconds go off after it's the 1st down and he's on the ground. You have to stop the clock on the 1st down in high school until they get reset. And so Huskies run back to the huddle, call play, running back. Clock starts running once the yard marker is set.
Gain of 16 to the 49 by Voss, who still has not thrown a pass. Had the tightness in the right shoulder that we talked about and we were told about during the pregame. He's in the shotgun, though, with Diggs to his left, and Frecking will now come in motion from the right to the left, and now Voss will keep it and go to the right and get into open space. Down the sideline he goes, and he will not be caught. Touchdown, 51-yard touchdown from Roman Voss on the keeper for JCC.
Roman speed there, just tough to stop. One little hole, we spread it out basically to get guys out away from Roman, I think, and he just gets a hole and he just runs away. He showed his D1 speed there and no one was catching him. I think made Roman mad as part of what's going on, and you could see the fire in his belly when he got the ball at this drive.
2 plays, 67 yards, all Roman Voss, 16 yards, and then the 51-yard touchdown. And Voss is under center for the 2-point conversion try. It's now 22-6 JCC, and a handoff going to the left, and Gage Johnson will pick his way across to make it 24-6, as now a little delayed, but JCC has the response offensively. It was Roman Voss who put it on his back.
Yep. You saw the leadership of Roman Voss there, and I expect that for the next 2 years here. Playoff run this year and into next year. It's going to be, get out of my way, guys. Give me the ball. Let's make a block, and let's go score a touchdown. And excellent job. 67 yards, 40, 50, 53 plus 67, 120 maybe, 2 TDs.
And suddenly Roman Voss is having a characteristic night on the ground, even in the first half. 24-6 JCC now, with 2:46 left in the opening half. I want to say thank you to New Way K&H Cooperative, Dudley's Garage Restaurant and Bowling, Borntrager Auto Body of Tremont, and Thermer's Plumbing and Heating for your support of our sports broadcasts.
I'll double check my math, but I got 7 carries for 120 yards. That's up there a little bit in the average when he came in averaging 15 yards a rush.
Solomon Olasebikan will get his first kickoff opportunity, and that one will be kicked into the heart of the special teams for the Arrows. White will scoop it up at the 25, and he'll try to get to the right. He does, out to the 40 and the 45, and he's spun down out of bounds. And now a late flag comes in on Hesbeck, who spun him down as he was out of bounds. But during the return, I think you said you looked like you saw something.
Yeah, there was a hold, but they're not going to see every hold. But,
yeah.
It still can't hit him out of bounds. But
no.
Kickoff team number 2 might not be in there to start the second half, I'll say that. Containment guy didn't contain, number 1, to send it back to the rest of the guys, got outside. Few breakdowns in the kickoff team there, number 2. And now we're basically giving them a chance with 2:37 left in the half.
After the personal foul is marched off into JCC territory and well into it at the 37-yard line. For the Arrows, who scored from 42 yards away, but it's been 3 and out or turnover pretty much for the rest of the Pipestone area offensive drives. JCC would like the majority to rule the day here late in the second quarter, up 24-6, 2:37 to go.
Same defense coming out. 3 D linemen, 3 linebackers in. Hesbeck's the extra defensive back.
Trips left, 2 to the right. Quist looking to the left and throws it to the man who's closest to him, and it goes incomplete. It was just dropped there.
Excellent pass. Hit him right in the breadbasket on a quick little pass. He's going to gain 5 yards again. You just basically can't stop it. If you got 5 wide receivers out there, somebody's going to be open at 5 yards if you do it at shotgun, 2 steps, throw the ball.
Trevor Chalsett dropped that one that was right on the number 3.
Carson Pullman is lefty in right now.
2 minutes and 31 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Trips left, 2 right for the Arrows on second down and 10 from the JCC 37. Quist looking out to the left and a pump fake over there. Look back to the right, throwing deep, and it's over Malchow and incomplete. Malchow was underneath Wilbur, who went up in the sky, a valiant effort, but it goes incomplete, and it's third down.
Really pretty good coverage. He was pretty tight on him the whole way, but still throw it up for a 50-50 ball. Why not? Clay does his job, gets his arm up there, and deflects it away at the last second.
You could argue Wilbur should have caught that one, actually.
Yeah, no, it was a very good pass and a very well-designed play. Basically take advantage of them throwing short passes the whole time. We jump the route a little bit and go backside. You almost have to fall asleep because they've done it 5 times in a row.
Good idea, not quite there on the receiving end. Third down and 10 for Pipestone. Quist looking over to the left, and this time it's a little tunnel screen, and it's dropped again. This time it was mush.
Here's another thing I got that bothers me in high school football. The other offensive linemen or other wide receivers can't block downfield until you catch the ball. It's offensive pass interference. They never call it. 2 guys are blocking before he touches the ball.
Offensive coaches call that an RPO. Defensive coaches call that a penalty.
It's pass interference once you throw the ball. And you can't block until you touch the ball and catch it.
Yeah.
And it's never called. I've yelled from the bleachers over there for years when they've done it 4 times in a row and they still won't call it.
I hear people at the college level talking about it live on the broadcast and things like that too. 4th down and 10 from the JCC 37. Pipestone has not moved the ball yet on this drive. Late second quarter. And Quist throws it deep over the middle, and it's nearly picked off the ricochet by Gallagher, but it's going to be a turnover anyway on downs. Another one that could have been caught on the deep in, and now finally getting up is Mush, who has made big plays for the Arrows to even get to 6-1, but couldn't quite make the receiving end catch that time.
It's pretty simple. You can see why Pipestone's 6-1 on this year. That quarterback can throw the ball. He's putting it on the numbers almost every play. And actually, his zip on the ball isn't very far behind Roman. He's a good quarterback. It's pretty simple. It's hard to guard 5 guys getting open and short and long with defensive backs in the high school level, if you got a quarterback that can throw it there. He threw it 3 times. That 3 out of 4 should have been caught almost for sure.
JCC from their own 37 after 4 straight incompletions with 2:12 still to go in this first half. Voss is back, and he's actually looking to pass now, and it's at least going to be a little screen, but it wasn't there, as standing in front of Clay Mauchow was Evan Gorecki, and he wrecked that one.
Yeah, the screen was set up pretty nicely. I just don't know why the running back wasn't by the 3 guys going out. I don't know if it was a fake to the right and it was actually coming this, or if Clay went to the wrong side. Didn't look like Roman was thrilled about his throwing there.
And as hard as you run and as hard as you play for Clay and these other guys, you can't go too hard here. You have to make sure you're playing within yourself. And a handoff now to Mauchow, running hard and getting near the 45 as he continues to fight. And he's frustrated, of course, because things haven't gone perfectly, but JCC, like we've both talked about it at this point, like they just need to continue to remember who they are.
It's 24-6 in the first half.
A gain of 6 and a fake handoff, and then Voss will follow Mauchow, break a tackle at the 50, get to the 45, and out of bounds, running into a Pipestone coach on the shove by Ostermeyer. And so that's a big first down.
That's literally the same spot we hit him on the kickoff. The difference is Roman didn't fall down and run into the training table they had set up here, and it was on the opposing sideline, so no one's yelling for a personal foul. That's the difference.
All facts. It's a gain of 17 to the other 41 here.
And,
so
did nice stop carry. The clock, so there's plenty of, well, not plenty of time, but there's time yet.
1:33 to go. Bartholomew under center at quarterback, and he flips it out to Deline, moving forward, getting out to the right with a stiff arm, and he got it almost 10 yards.
Very effective pass by Evan. Led him perfectly so we could run into the play. Nice little block, first down, and got out of bounds. Very good job by Evan on leading that reception.
Gain of 13, so it is indeed a first down from the 28 of Pipestone now. First down and 10 from the right hash coming up for Voss and the Huskies. And out of bounds, as you said, 1:27 to go. 24-8, JCC trying to add to it. Bartholomew under center. Or Bartholomew in the shotgun, but at quarterback. And he will take the snap and fade back and throw over the middle, trying to get it to Voss again, and it's dropped by Wolber. The interception could have been had there to end the threat, but it's incomplete instead.
Evan's got a pretty decent arm, and he's actually a very accurate passer. His biggest issue is he's trying to throw the ball to the spot before he looks to see if that spot is open. Typical high school quarterback, you want to throw it to where you think it's supposed to, that play's supposed to go. The next level quarterback is throwing it to the guy that's open on that individual play.
And the lack of experience is certainly coming into play on that.
Yeah.
Evan Bartholomew at quarterback again here late in the first half. He will go under center now. And he will throw it out to Deline in the slot, and he will sidestep one tackler and another. Going up the hash mark, 20-15, and near the 10, it's Deline for another first down.
And that time, clock operator stopped it right on time. As soon as it goes down, he's down. Beautiful job on the completion, and Ben Deline broke 2 tackles.
Hurry up offense all the way in gear here. Bartholomew already at the line. A handoff to Mauchow, and he's fighting his way toward the 5.
We got 2 timeouts left, and they took one. Well, maybe not.
They only got 1.
Oh, we got 1 timeout left?
Yeah, clock running inside 50 seconds.
That's why they didn't take it.
Mauchow got him to the 4. Second down, and he will get it on the swing pass. He spins around and now is trying to find a crease. He almost did, and then he tried to break it outside, and he is short of the goal line. Third down upcoming, and there's your timeout.
Yeah, kind of had to take it. 36 on the clock, and he needed to set up a real play there.
So the run by Mauchow, and then the pass to Mauchow. And he got maybe back to just the line of scrimmage there as he got him to the 4 on the run. So it's 3rd down and goal from the 4 with 36 seconds to go before halftime. I want to say thank you to Thermers Plumbing and Heating, Jackson Sports, Temperance Lake Ridge, Senior Living of Sherburne, Bank Midwest, Jackson Collision and Classics, Northland Chiropractic of Welcome, and United Hospital District of Blue Earth and Fairmont.
Chatfield up on Cannon Falls, 26-0, end of the first half.
Number 2, Chatfield, behind number 1, Barnesville, number 3, Jackson County Central. 24-6 already the advantage with 36 ticks to go in the first half. On a 3rd down and goal from the 2 now, so he did gain a couple. And it's a wishbone formation behind Voss with 36 seconds left.
It's 3rd and 2 from the 4.
Okay, 3rd and 2 from the... Okay, that makes more sense. Handoff going to the left as it was Gage Johnson trying to get to the goal line, and he got close.
Sure.
No signal yet, and now they do put one hand up.
It should be... the clock should stop first down. And they didn't... Now they restart it. A little too fast. Timeout Pipestone.
Pipestone took the timeout defensively here with 24 seconds now on the clock. 24-6 JCC, and they're trying to add to it. They're a yard away, which Johnson has scored from to start the scoring tonight.
I actually think that was a very good coaching move. It was disarray out there, and we had a play set up to run consecutively. I'm pretty sure we would have scored on a running play right there. And he saw it, and he called timeout to reset his defense, because if they can stop or run here, we're in trouble. I mean, to get another playoff at the high school level with 24 seconds left. Got to be calling 2 plays, I assume.
Yeah,
we should have time for 2 plays. It's just you got to get guys reset up quickly, and it just doesn't happen as fast as you would like always at the high school level.
24 seconds to go before halftime. And the Huskies march to the goal line here. They don't have any timeouts. Pipestone just used their second. Voss is under center. He will hand it off to Diggs, and he will bowl his way in. Tavian Diggs plunges in to pay it off with 20 seconds to go before halftime and make it 30-6 Huskies.
Nice blocking, nice dive play. Diggs running hard. Offensive line has really done their job pretty well all night, really, in my mind. Been able to run the ball when they knew they were going to run the ball. It's hard to do.
A dropped interception helped on that drive. 4 straight drops by Pipestone with an opportunity to potentially get this game closer, and a turnover on downs. Turns around to a 63-yard drive on 9 plays, and now Roman Voss out of power. Roman will go to the left and try to string it out with a bunch of arrows in pursuit. He's still fighting for the pylon, and he
hit the pylon, but
did he get in?
Him out. Said no good.
All right.
Hit the pylon, but maybe was out of bounds before it.
So 2-point no good, but Voss gave every piece of effort you could on that one, and still with 20 seconds left before halftime, it remains Huskies 30 and Arrows 6.
At times in this first half, we've kind of played like we were down 30-6. And that's why this type of game and at least facing some adversity is a good thing. You don't need it to be for the first time when you're sitting in the Viking Stadium to feel some of that. And they felt some of that. Clay's felt some of that. And now he's got to figure out how to compose yourself and play football and only do what you can do on that particular play. And this could be the key to having Clay be the premier player at the Viking Stadium in future games. We need Clay and Roman and these guys to be our premier players. And I think this is great to have happen to force us to advance, improve, and realize that you just have to relax a little bit and make the next play. It's not going to go perfect. You can't score a touchdown in every play. And it was starting to go like it's just expected we're going to score a touchdown every play. That's not the way the world works.
Especially in the playoffs. especially as you get farther and toward the Huskies' main goals. As this one goes to the right and near the numbers, it is eventually gathered by the Arrows and immediately spun down by Gage Johnson. Is White over there.
Gage Johnson with an excellent tackle. He's basically a football player. Gets down there, and that's kickoff team number 1. And like I said, that kickoff team number 2 wasn't going to be back on the field before half. They might get a shot here later in the game, but that's a good job by kickoff team number 1. And Gage Johnson made that look easy, and I tell you, it's not easy.
Arrows get it at their 17, down 30-6 now. 24-point deficit that they're looking at with those 17 seconds still to go. And Quist is going to come up under center, 2 wide to each side. And Quist will take it and kneel it down, and that will be your halftime score. The number 3 Jackson County Central Huskies lead the Pipestone area Arrows 30-6 here at halftime. And JCC has been able to overcome some adversity, some of it self-inflicted, and the Arrows have, even though they've struggled against this JCC defense especially, they were able to get the one big play, and they're not going to give up after a 30-6 halftime score. They're going to have to come out ready to play. Both teams will be for the third quarter.
That quarterback's not going to let them give up. Drops back, throws dimes. You got to be wanting the ball as a wide receiver because he hits you as soon as you break. Excellent offensive design.
Jackson County Central 30 and Pipestone area 6 at halftime. Our halftime coverage will continue next after a 3-minute break to start our halftime here, and then we will hear our week in review for local sports, and then we'll come back after that for a little more halftime coverage and the third quarter JCC football on KKOJ Radio and Explore Live Video.
Where you bank does
West Broadband, we want to wish our JCC Huskies good luck as they work hard and strive for greatness. As the area's provider for the fastest fiber optic connections of voice, video, and internet, we know what it takes to go the distance. Learn more at southwestbroadband.com and go Huskies!
Are you hungry and you're too busy to cook or don't want to cook? Go to Pizza Ranch in Jackson. It's their famous Buffet Your Way. Buffet Your Way is what makes Pizza Ranch famous. Check out their buffet food options, including pizza, chicken, salads, sides, and desserts. Pizza Ranch in Jackson, a proud supporter of JCC Huskies sports.
Dr. Craig Newell and his staff with Newell Orthodontics of Spirit Lake, Worthington, and Wyndham are well-trained, highly skilled, and licensed to provide the best quality orthodontic care. Newell Orthodontics wishes the best of luck to all local athletes throughout the season.
Where you bank does make a difference. This is Paul with the Farmers and Merchant State Bank of Alpha, member FDIC. When you invest your money in a community bank, it's reinvested in the community. Keep your money working locally and enjoy the benefits every day.
Clausen Insurance Professionals is an independent agency located in downtown Jackson. Hi, this is Heather Clausen. Donna Dam and I will make sure you have the coverage you need when you need it. So stop by our office in downtown Jackson. Clausen Insurance Professionals, a proud Huskies sports sponsor.
Ashley Schmidt at Focus Law Firm in Jackson is proud to support the JCC Huskies. At Focus Law, they know it takes tremendous focus and determination to compete at a high level. To learn more about Focus Law, visit the firm's website at focuslawfirm.com. Go Huskies!
Are you looking for an experienced and reliable electrician? Call M&H Electric, serving Jackson and the surrounding area. For ag, residential, industrial, and commercial jobs, call M&H Electric at 507-847-2960. M&H Electric, a name you can trust in Jackson, Minnesota.
Ribs tickling your taste buds? Head to Smokin' Jake's in Arnold's Park for fall-off-the-bone goodness. They not only smoke incredible ribs and meats, but their full menu offers something for everyone. Open daily for lunch and dinner, plus late-night breakfast Thursdays to Saturdays. Smokin' Jake's. Satisfy your smoking hunger.
Buying or selling a home is a major life decision. Let the realtors at Stan Sievert Agency get you the best deal while making it a smooth process. If you are looking for real estate or appraisal needs, contact the Stan Sievert Agency in Lakefield, proud sponsor of Husky Sports.
Start saving money and time by downloading the Sunshine Foods mobile app today. Make your shopping list and earn rewards on every visit, as well as free items and exclusive giveaways. Visit Sunshine Foods on Highway 71 in Jackson to start earning rewards today.
Warmka Towing of Jackson offers 24/7 towing, along with heavy-duty towing, winching, jump starts, tire changes, fuel deliveries, and door unlocks. Located across from Warmka Service Center. If you need your car, truck, semi, or heavy-duty equipment towed, look to Warmka Towing, 507-847-3292. Warmka Towing and...
Asa Auto Plaza is a proud sponsor of our local sports teams, coaches, and athletes. When you're looking for a new or used vehicle, think local as well. That's Asa Auto Plaza, your hometown family dealer.
It's halftime of JCC football on KKOJ Radio and Explore Live Video. Here's our local sports review. The Section 3 Class 2A Championship has a new time and location. The title game is still happening on Friday, November 1st, but it will now take place at Trojan Field in Worthington. The kickoff is now scheduled for 7 p.m. as well. The game was originally set for a 2 o'clock kickoff at Southwest Minnesota State University in Marshall. If JCC advances to that game, we will have it on KKOJ Radio. Nia Ayers set a new Jackson County Central girls cross-country record at the Big South Conference meet on Tuesday. The event happened at the Mid-Iowa Golf Course in Elmore. Ayers finished the 5,000-meter varsity race in 19 minutes and 45 seconds to earn 5th place for the Huskies. Cora Pauling also beat the old JCC record with a time of 20:01 and took 8th place. Both girls finished better than the previous mark of 20:03 set by Jessica Christopher in 2017, according to the Jackson County Pilot. Zadie Farmer finished 20th with a time of 22:23. Izzy Moonen came home 23rd in 22:35. Abigail Moore rounded out the JCC girls team score with a 31st place finish in 23:08. Erica Hansen, Lily Johnson, Danica Wood, and Taylor Schultz also ran for the Huskies. The JCC girls placed 3rd overall with a team score of 85 behind Redwood Valley and Laverne. Grant Ambrose led the JCC boys effort with a time of 19:49 to finish 27th place. Caden Mitchell earned 35th at 20:19 with Braden Tuffison right behind him in 36th at 20:25. Isaac Rodriguez came home 39th with a time of 20:55, and Gavin Tusha got 41st in 21:35 for the JCC boys team score. Vincent Mansky was 47th on the day. The JCC boys finished 5th as a team as Laverne took home the conference title. We have more results available online. The Section 3 Class 1A meet is Thursday, October 24th in Laverne. The Jackson County Central volleyball team went 1-4 at the Milan Mater Volleyball Invitational in Lakeville over the weekend. The Huskies started in Pool A with a 2-0 loss to 4A squad Prior Lake by set scores of 25-18 and 25-8. They lost 2-0 to host and 4A school Lakeville North by scores of 25-9 and 25-4 to finish Friday pool play. JCC started Saturday with a 2-0 loss to another 4A team Moorhead by scores of 25-15 and 25-7 to finish pool play. The Huskies moved into the varsity flight bracket after that. JCC lost to fellow 2A school Caledonia with scores of 25-15 and 25-17. The Huskies capped the weekend with a 2-0 win over 4A Rochester Century by scores of 25-18 and 25-22 to earn 15th place. The Jackson County Central volleyball team swept Fairmont 3-0 on the road in the regular season finale. The Huskies beat the Cardinals by set scores of 25-16, 25-11, and 25-18. Kylie Wenzel led the JCC attack with 11 kills. Bailey Fink delivered 25 set assists and 7 ace serves, plus 8 digs. Fink and Maddie Wackel each had a pair of blocks. Zadie Farmer went 10 for 10 serving with 4 aces and posted a team-high 9 digs. Lauren Johnson and Braylon Bogard both went 8 for 8 serving on the night. The Huskies finished the regular season with a 12-16 record, with section tournament play coming up next. The Minnesota Vikings could be getting one of their starting offensive linemen back soon. The Purple designated guard Dalton Reisner to return from injured reserve to practice. Reisner has missed the first 6 weeks of the season with a back injury. He was Minnesota's starting left guard during the last half of the 2023 season, but Blake Brandel has thrived in that position since Reisner's injury. The Vikings have 21 days to decide whether or not they want to elevate Reisner to the active roster or place him on season-ending IR. The Minnesota Vikings are bringing in some depth to their backfield. The team traded for Houston running back Cam Akers. Minnesota sent a conditional 6th-round pick to the Texans, and the Purple also received a conditional 7th-round pick. Akers played for Minnesota during the 2023 season before tearing his Achilles tendon. The 25-year-old has rushed for 147 yards and has 2 total touchdowns this season. The Purple take on the Detroit Lions this Sunday with coverage beginning at 11 a.m. and kickoff at noon on Extreme. The Minnesota Lynx got off to a slow start during an 80-66 loss to the New York Liberty in Game 2 of the WNBA Finals from Barclays Center. The Lynx were outscored by 10 in the first quarter and trailed the entire game. Nafisa Collier finished with 16 points in the losing effort, while Courtney Williams chipped in with 15. The best-of-5 series is tied at a game apiece. Minnesota hosts New York in Game 3 on Wednesday. The Minnesota Twins have found their next hitting coach. The team's hired Orioles hitting coach Matt Borg-Schulte to fill the position in Minnesota. Borg-Schulte takes over for Dave Popkins, who was fired at the end of the 2024 season. The 33-year-old coached in the Twins minor league system between 2018 and 21 before joining the O's prior to the 2022 season. He was the hitting coach of the St. Paul Saints in 21. That's our local sports review during halftime. JCC football will return soon on KKOJ Radio and Explore Live Video.
Looking to improve your
mean to be on a team. It means other people are depending on you. That's why the Bank Midwest team supports student athletes, because we know being part of a team teaches you a lot. So good luck to your team from ours. Bank Midwest. Member FDIC.
Hi, this is Cade from the ASA Auto Plaza in Jackson, Minnesota. ASA Auto Plaza is a proud sponsor of our local sports teams, coaches, and athletes. When you're looking for a new or used vehicle, think local as well. That's ASA Auto Plaza, your hometown family dealer.
Don't miss the weekly sale at the Blue Earth Stockyards. Hay at 9:30 and cattle at 11. They're there to help you with all your livestock marketing needs. Auction, cash flow, direct shipments, and procurement. Blue Earth Stockyards, family owned and operated.
Northland Chiropractic of Welcome prides themselves in honest and patient-centered chiropractic care for all ages. Call Dr. Brooks Roman at 848-0291. Wishing all area students the best of luck from Northland Chiropractic.
Boquet Building Supply of Truman, Fairmont, and Jackson is here for all your residential and agricultural building needs. They have fully stocked lumber yards, AP equipment, and parts. Boquet Building Supply is family owned and is here to help you with all your projects. Find them in Truman, Fairmont, and Jackson. See their completed building ideas at boquet.com.
Lauren Traeger Auto Body of Trimont is here for all your car and pickup repair needs. Look to them to be your go-to team for repairs, oil changes, tires, and more. Family owned with many years of dedicated service. Lauren Traeger Auto Body of Trimont is here to serve you and everyone in their community.
Stripes or gutter balls, it's all good at Dudley's Garage in Lakefield, Minnesota. Head to Dudley's before or after the game for great food and fun. Dudley's Garage in Lakefield, Minnesota. Open Tuesday through Sunday at 11. Eat, drink, bowl.
Thermer's Plumbing and Heating in Jackson, your local root dealer, supports area students in and out of the classroom. Stay warm in the winter and cool in the summer with a root HVAC system from Thermer's Plumbing and Heating in Jackson, a team you can count on. Go!
PSEO. We are one college with endless possibilities. Check us out at mnwest.edu.
JCC football on KKOJ Radio and Explore Live Video here tonight. The Jackson County Central Huskies are third ranked in Class 2A, and they have the 30-6 halftime lead. JCC over the Pipestone area Arrows. Kempson Cross alongside Tim Stye, and we're checking out our stat sheet, and we'll look at some of the area scoreboard and beyond as well as we get ready for the third quarter.
Yeah, stats. Voss, rushing yards, 9 carries for 133 yards. Clay Malchow, 9 carries for 38 yards. Diggs, 2 carries for a TD, 1 TD. Ben Deline, 24 yards on 2 carries. And Gage Johnson has 4 carries for 2 two-pointers and a TD run as well for 3 yards. Evan, I have 4 for 7 for 75 yards. And touchdown reception for Voss of 39 yards. Leading tackler ENT in the first half there with 3 as he's trying to chase down Gage for the team lead.
And the scoring summary goes like this. Jackson County Central with a Gage Johnson 1-yard touchdown run and the 2-point conversion from the same guy. 8-0 JCC. And then an interception by Wolber on a JCC interception later, or on a JCC drive later on, the next offensive drive, that turned into a safety as JCC was able to force an intentional grounding penalty by Quist from the end zone, made it 10-0 after the first quarter. Ben Gallagher made an interception that set up Evan Bartholomew taking the shot to Roman Voss and flipped it out to Roman Voss, who was able to turn it in to a 39-yard touchdown pass, 16-0 JCC. Quist found Zephyr for a 42-yard touchdown pass to make it 16-6. A couple punts after that, one by each team, and then Voss with a 51-yard touchdown run and actually 67-yard drive that was all him in 2 plays. 2-pointer by Gage Johnson, 24-6 JCC. And then most recently, right before halftime, a 9-play, 1-yard touchdown run, or after 9 plays for 63 yards, a 1-yard touchdown run by Tavian Diggs. 2-pointer was no good, but that made our halftime score 30-6 JCC. Helped out by a turnover on downs by Pipestone area as they had an opportunity with almost 3 minutes to go in the half, and then ended up having 4 straight drops offensively and even dropped an interception on the late drive by JCC at the end of the first half. But 30-6 is our halftime score. JCC over Pipestone area.
I got LeSueur 21, Lake Crystal 19, 7 minutes left in the third quarter. Chatfield, number 2 in state, 26. Cannon Falls, number 8 in state, 8. 26-8, Chatfield. Springfield up on Windham, 34-0. Redwood Valley, 17. Laverne, 0 at the half. Caledonia, 14-0 over Pine Island, a 9-10 matchup there. And another very interesting game is Barnesville 22, Frazee 6. It was 6-6 at the end of the first half. And now Barnesville's come out and got a couple touchdowns.
Of course, the news came down this week that the Section 3 Class 2A championship will actually be at Trojan Stadium at 7 p.m. on Friday, November 1st now. So if JCC makes it that far, which they intend to do and have a goal to do, then we will have that on KKOJ Radio. They're going to get the bye, it looks like, Saturday, October 26th at 3 p.m. is when the kickoff will be at the high seed, which would be JCC. If they do end up getting the top seed with the win over the Arrows and sealing that tonight, they would not have to play on that Tuesday night, and they would start their playoff run on Saturday for a matinee, and we'll have that for you on KKOJ Radio at minimum. Now, there are extra fees involved in trying to video live stream in the playoffs, and so if that is something that you would be interested in supporting, there are fees that we already are able to pay and be our official broadcast partner for JCC over the course of the regular season. Same thing with MCW as well. And so if you would like to support that directly, we would have to have that directly and specifically supported for postseason video live streaming. But at minimum, we will have your season-long home for the Huskies be your hometown Huskies station, KKOJ Radio. Thank you to all of our proud partners that make that happen.
Eden Valley Watkins 8-6 over Holdingford, a big 2-3 for section seed there. Eden Valley Watkins is defending state champ who lost last week to Kimball. They'll be the number 1 seed in that section. So 3 very good teams in that section. They are in the north, though, not the south. Blue Earth 47, Sibley East 14, and Staples Motley a final of 2-0 on a forfeit. So not the only team that has problems with forfeits at time. Eden Valley Watkins got one earlier this year, and Staples Motley now. Staples Motley, I believe, will be the 1 seed in their section as well.
And just so you know, a follow-up on what I said about the video live streaming in the postseason, if we want to do that or you want to support that, 712-336-5800, 712-336-5800 is the number to call for our Spirit Lake headquarters to try to get that support in. And then also you can email Keith@explorerkaboji.com or sports@kkoj.com, and we can definitely forward your information on if you're looking to try to do that. But we will continue, as is tradition, to follow the Huskies as far as they go, and their goal, JCC versus everybody, is to go all the way.
Yeah, big goals for this team, and I don't think we should change them right now. 14-13, Waseca leads Fairmont. Always a big matchup for them, usually the 1 and 2 seeds for their section over there in 3A football. Coming up and lining up for the kickoff here of the second half.
Third quarter just about underway, and Pipestone will have to kick it to JCC to start off the second half. Noel Vivanco will put it into the night air, and that'll go over Bendeline and go for a touchback. Pipestone with a big cheer for that, and the Arrows will try to make a big defensive stand to start off this third quarter, down 30-6.
Flag's still blowing pretty good. I would say 15 mile an hour, and he cleared it, cleared the end line. Cannot return it if it's in the end zone in high school.
So without a single second coming off the board yet in the third quarter, JCC takes back over offensively, trying to do work. And it'll be Bartholomew coming out under center for JCC. Out to the right is Voss in the formation, with Mauchow at fullback. A play fake to him and a throw over the middle. It is underthrown to Avon Farmer, who got behind nearly everybody and then went to the ground to do all he could there, rolled for it, incomplete, second down.
Both tight ends were open there. Very, very good play design. I like it. Kind of fake a play action pass real quick, pull up, try and hit a tight end going down the middle. Both were open, just a little underthrown.
Second down and 10 from their own 20 coming up for JCC.
Roman's always going to require a little extra attention as they immediately put two guys out there. As a result, the tight ends are going to be more open up the middle with the safety gone.
Bartholomew under center again at quarterback for JCC. And he will throw it out to the left now, gets it to Deline, and Deline going forward, and he will get at least 5 on second down.
Just a little too wide, I think, with the wide receiver set. As a result, when he caught that pass, the lineman could not get in front of him to help him block. And probably needs to be 2-3 more steps closer to the tight end or the tackle on that side so that he can use Rao pulling to come out and kick out the guy trying to make the tackle.
Nice delivery by Bartholomew, especially horizontally for JCC so far tonight. The vertical passing game has been mostly miss, but we've talked about the inexperience being a factor in that for sure. Trips right here. Voss is back at quarterback now, and he'll go under center and flip it out to Mauchow, who's going to the right and now will cut up as there was nice defense there to get into the backfield, and it was Logan Punt who was able to potentially force a punt for JCC.
I bet Pipestone talked about it in the locker room. If Roman's at quarterback, we're basically going to blitz linebackers and play one-on-one on every receiver. And you could see it there. They had two guys just coming right through as soon as we hiked the ball.
Gain of 1 for JCC, made it 4th down and 4 from their own 26 now. And Hesbeck will go back to punt. The left-footed punter has to elevate for it, and then he gets his foot into it. And Zephyr will get away from it at the end, and it'll take a big JCC bounce toward the 30. And Carson Pullman downs it at the 31-yard line. So Pipestone area will get their first offensive opportunity of the third, down 30-6.
He keeps getting net like that into the 15-mile-an-hour wind. He's going to have to send out a huddle tape for punting. Incredible.
And one of the most versatile Huskies on the roster that Coach praised during the postgame was Isaac Hesbeck. Has the leg and has all the defensive ability, and then he even had some reps at running back.
Yeah, played secondary and linebacker in the first half already in this game. Back to 4 D linemen here as Jack Mix is in a D tackle.
First down and 10 for the Arrows. First offensive touch of this second half from their own 31. 2 wide receivers to each side like they started the game, and a running back to the right of Quist. Motion from left to right, and coming across is Zephyr as he will cut up the hash mark, and he will spin across. First down yardage up to the 44. Big chunk there.
Little over pursuing by Diggs there. It could see the speed of the Pipestone kid, though. Very good job by number 17 there to make a couple of sharp cuts. Diggs' job there, though, is to come up and make the tackle, not let him pursue back or cut back on that and just over pursued a little bit. But that's what quickness does. We've seen it all year for us. There you saw it against us.
13-yard pickup, 44-yard line, and the Arrows with a nice start to the drive. Immediately first down and 10 again from the right hash on their own 44. Down 24. Now motion from right to left, and a handoff late to Brook going to the right, and he will nearly get outside, but then he is popped out there by Ian Titterington as Farmer was there, Deline was there, whole pack of dogs.
Yep, I'm giving the pop actually to Ben Deline, but Ian was about ready to light him up too, but good job by Farmer to string it out, get him way out to the line of scrimmage, and then Ben and Ian have time to get there, and that's what team defense is all about. And that's why JCC doesn't count tackles, because sometimes you do your job and you don't get a tackle.
So +2 on that one by Brook, and hard fought every single foot of it. Quist with 3 wide to the left, and he will roll that way now with hot pursuit on him, but a throw into the flat and incomplete as Frecking was on the coverage over there of Chalsett, and hot pursuit put on by Jack Mix.
Husky heat was on, and that was Jack Mix beating his guy and getting in there at D tackle, forcing the incompletion because of the excellent pass rush. Much harder to throw if you're on the run.
And the right-handed quarterback ranging to his left as well, trying to make it work. 9:25 to go in this third quarter. It's 3rd down and 8 for the Arrows. Got an immediate first down, but now they have 3rd and long with 2 Arrow receivers to each side. And in the shotgun, Quist with Ostermeyer to his left. Quist barking the signals, and now motion with 3 wide receivers to the left at the snap now. Quist will look to the right initially. It's a screen into the middle, and Cade Frecking-Lew nearly grabbed it mere inches away from Quist. It goes incomplete, right up and out.
That's one thing you do against the Husky Heat. If you got a pass rush like we do, you got to be able to run middle screens. The D linemen get through so fast every play, so sometimes they don't even realize it's a screen because they're just used to running right past their guy. And 2 of our guys got past their guy by design, really, for that, so they can go forward and block our linebackers. But Cade Frecking-Lew gets his arm up and knocks it down, plays over.
Not quite a 3 and out, but after that first down, 3 more downs and a punt for Pipestone after a 4-play drive. And White will put his right foot into it. Back deep is Deline, and Malchow will go out in front of him as well near his 20-yard line, and a gain of at least 10. And Pipestone made the tackle with flags coming in as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they called there on the flag. I'll be looking at tape at that one. But we're going to start deep. If they're marking it about the 30, we'll start about the 20-yard line. Might have even been a head down for a 15-yarder.
So from the 31, an illegal block on the return, it would look like there.
Yeah.
And so
gave the call, but I didn't see what it was that way.
Yeah, they were going that way, and it was all on his chest there with the signal. So
I think they called head down on the block, and I did see it, but you got a block too.
First down and 10 from the 15 is what it means for JCC. Up 30-6, which is our halftime score. And from their own 15, they are in business with 9:10 to go in the third. A handoff going to the left, and Diggs is looking for some room over there, and then he is taken down and backward, but he gained 3 or 4.
Good hard run by Diggs. If we got Roman at quarterback, they're going to have guys up at the line of scrimmage because they know a running play is basically coming. So as a result, you're going to have to break tackles to get past the line of scrimmage, and we still gain 3 yards. That's a good offensive play. We're not expected to get 30 yards every run.
Second down and 7 from near the 18-yard line. Looks like Gage Johnson's the tailback now. They'll turn around, they'll hand it off, and he will run straight up the middle, and he'll sidestep near the 35-yard line, still plunging his way across the 40. A first down and more at the 40 for Gage Johnson, and an Arrow is slow to get up.
Went out of the eye there. Little solid trap block up the middle. Some nice wedge blocking. And Gage Johnson running hard. Contact at about 10 yards. Continues to churn. Gains another 10. Breaking tackles. Showing his athleticism and what we can expect over the next 2 years.
Gain of 22 out to the 40 by Johnson.
Great job by Gage.
And actually the 41 will give him 23 on that. So first down and 10 from their own 41 for JCC. Handoff to Diggs now out of the fullback spot. He's sidestepping at the 45 across midfield. He's to the 45. He's to the 40. He's still spinning inside the Pipestone 40.
Tavian Diggs breaking tackles. That's what you need. They know a run's coming. Who cares? I'm just going to not let them tackle me. Offensive line making contact, making a few holes, give them a place to start, and just pure running hard up the middle. Great job, Diggs.
Gain of 21 to the 38.
4 carries for 27 yards now for Diggs. I expect a keeper here.
Voss under center in the I formation, movement on the line, but nobody came across. Voss with a fake and then out to the left on the keeper. A couple arrows are there to string him out, including Zafir, and Mush was also there, but he still gained a few.
You can see the discipline of the Pipestone defense. They anticipated just what I said was going to happen. They faked the same dive play up the middle, little wedge play called, and Roman keeps it backside. But the two involved for containment are sitting there waiting. Cornerback's out there, makes the push out, and it's a short game.
Gain of 4 to the 34. Second down and 6. Voss under center again in the I formation. And a handoff delayed to the right by Johnson. He breaks the first tackle and gets positive yardage after nearly getting caught in the backfield.
Blocking was all pushing him out, and Gage bounced it out. I think he needed to cut that one up, and there was a little hole there. Nice hard run, and still gained a yard or so, but really didn't hit the hole there. Both guys blocked their guy out, and those two guys made the tackle.
They mark it at the 32, so a gain of 2 for Gage Johnson. Third down and 4. Voss will be under center. Diggs behind him. Deline alone on the right. The trips bunch to the left side of the line. Voss awaiting. And now we'll go and bark the signals. And a handoff to Diggs. And he forgot the football. It goes to the grass, and Austin Mush gets on top of it for the arrows, it looks like.
I think Diggs got it.
No signal yet, and once again, Pipestone cannot get on top of a potentially game-changing fumble. Diggs was able to get back on top of it. I think it's going to be a first down as well.
One of the problems is when you're running so hard and turning so hard, you have guys stripping, and there's guys all over you, and sometimes you drop the ball as a result.
So the 27-yard line, first down and 10 indeed for the Huskies.
How can you get Ben Deline the ball here from a running set is the question.
Voss maybe changing a play here, talking to each skill position especially. Handoff to Diggs.
Yep.
No, he will take it to the right on the option, and he will get close to the 20-yard line, it looks like, on that side, and stay in bounds to keep the clock running as well.
Good audible, in my opinion. The outside was open. Faked the dive, hit the outside. Nice hard run. Gain about 8. Roman's up to 11 carries and about 145 yards. He's got to gain it all by the ground tonight since he's not able to throw for his 100 and run for his 100. He's got to go for 200 on the ground then.
Indeed. Second down and 2 from the 19, inside 5:15 and counting in this third quarter. Voss shotgun and brings in motion Deline. Deline will switch back over to the left and try a little jet sweep action going that way. Across the 15, he is spun down. A decent chunk there as Mush was there to get him, and now the flag comes in. We check on that.
I think they called Farmer for a hold, and we'll be back 10 yards from about the line of scrimmage.
Clock stops at 5:02, still 30-6 JCC over the Arrows, which was our halftime score, and they did the pushing there, so from the spot of the foul back to the 27-yard line, which is where they were before.
If you make contact with the guy and he turns his back to you, it's not a block in the back. No idea if that's what happened there, but that's what happens often when there's a play on the outside. You make contact, and they're cutting to go make the tackle.
Clock starts running again inside 5 minutes to go in the third. Second down and 10 after all of that, marching it off. Voss is alone in the backfield, and he's taking it to the left side and trying to get to the sideline. He does, to the 20, and then steps out of bounds near the 15.
Good hard run there. That's one thing we're missing when you don't have the threat of Roman passing, is that they know basically that's a running set tonight, and usually that's a passing set. And as a result, there's just so much more traffic tonight. I hope we play Pipestone again in the section final, and from everything we see tonight, they got to be the favorite along with us to make a section final.
And that is a gain up to a first down and 10 from the 16. 10 yards is what he needed, and he got it. So first down and 10 from the 16 for Roman Voss, and a flag comes in here and a false start against the Huskies.
I didn't see who that was on, but obviously everybody else did.
Yeah, the arrows started pointing, so I wonder if the ball got moved inadvertently potentially or something like that, but clock will continue to run, and we are closing in on 4.5 to go in the third. Still 30-6, JCC on top, trying to add to the 24-point lead they had at halftime. Voss on first down and 15 from the 21 will hand it off up the gut, and nearing the 15-yard line, bowling his way through there is Diggs.
Nice hard run up the middle. We got to be happy with dive plays that are getting 4 or 5 yards at this point, because they know a run's coming when Roman's in the backfield, basically. So a dive play is pretty good blocking if you're getting 4 or 5 yards if they know it's coming.
So back near the 17-yard line after all that.
6 carries for 36 yards for Diggs.
Second down. And 10 is what's on the board. And a fake handoff by Voss. He'll go to the right, and he will try to get across, and he's still fighting for yardage. He's near the goal line.
Touchdown.
And he got in. Touchdown, JCC. He would not be denied from 16 yards away. Roman Voss.
That was Roman lowering his shoulder and saying, I'm not going to be stopped here. I'm going into the end zone. I'm not happy that I can't throw the ball and light it up tonight, but I'm still going to run hard. I'm going to break tackles, and I'm going to get a touchdown. And that's what he did. And it looks like we're going to go extra point, maybe. Nope.
30.
It's got to be a 2.
36-6. JCC now leading. 3:36 left in this third quarter, and finally breaking the ice in a chilly autumn night in mid-October here in the second half. Voss with the wishbone behind him. Hesbeck on the left wing of it. Johnson on the other side. Diggs is the up back. And it's a handoff to Hesbeck, trying to get him in, and he will, standing up. And so that makes it Jackson County Central 38 and Pipestone area 6 with 3:36 to go in this third quarter. I want to say thank you, United Hospital District of Blue Earth and Fairmont, Northland Chiropractic of Welcome, Jackson Collision and Classics, and Bank Midwest for your support of our sports broadcasts.
Roman up to 13 carries, about 171 yards, and kind of dominating, even though he's not supposed to be throwing the ball tonight. Elsewhere, LeSueur Henderson 28, Lake Crystal 19. That's going to be an interesting one for the seed in the section on who gets 4 or 5, especially if that goes final. You would have to assume LeSueur earns about a 5 seed if they can pull out a victory there, especially when Wyndham's getting beat 40-0 tonight, and it's going to end up being 4-4, I believe. And on a Class A schedule, they're not going to give that much respect. Doesn't always make a 2A coach happy when they don't get to play him, I guess.
Roman Voss is teeing it up here. 11 plays, 85 yards, 16-yard touchdown run by him. Capped it off, and then it was a 2-pointer by Isaac Hesbeck. And that one, the drive that is, took over 4 minutes off the clock as well. Nearly 5.
Kickoff team number 1 is still in the game.
Here's Voss.
They got that one chance.
And Zafir is going to have to recollect it at the 10, but he does. And now he tries ranging to the left and into the middle. And he will get about a dozen on the kickoff return. So the Arrows will take back over struggling to string together drives other than the 42-yard touchdown by Zafir as he was able to make some moves in the flat. The Arrows have been struggling to complete passes, actually, which when they do, they've been effective.
Yeah, they got quickness. They got elusiveness out there. And completing those short passes, they tend to make the first guy miss, which is something we haven't seen much that this year so far. So very impressive by Pipestone. You see the skill they have, and you can see why they're 6-1.
3:26 to go in the third. It's 38-6 JCC. They just got their first 8 points of this second half. And two backs now, one to the right. The fullback is to the right as well. Sort of a pistol look there and spun down by Clay Malchow in from the secondary to greet Weston Reinhardt, and a very quick greeting there.
Tackle for loss for Clay Malchow. Saw the play, came up from safety, comes all the way from behind the line of scrimmage and makes him lose 3 yards on the play. Very impressive job from a safety to come up and make that tackle.
After the loss of 3, it'll be 2nd down and 13 from their own 20 for Pipestone. Trying to get a little bit of that balance, but also at this point, when you're down 32, you're going to be throwing the ball quite a bit. And a handoff going up the middle as I say that, and falling across the 25 to about the 27-yard line is a big man with football. That is Xavier Banjoko.
Hesbeck and Pullman make that tackle. Clay coming up and jumping right near it again. Was told that Clay wasn't feeling very good. Was one of those that had the flu during the week here. As a result, I noticed he was off on offense there for a little bit, trying to rest him, probably hydrate him on the sideline so that he can come back in on defense.
Gain of 7 to make it 3rd down and 6. Banjoko to the right of Quist, who has the man behind him as well, and now they'll back up 5. Titterington with the triumphant right hand.
Offside, back up 5.
1:45 and now counting here. The 22-yard line is where this next snap will take place from. Started on the 23, so it's now 3rd and 9. And it'll be from the 22. So 3rd and 11 actually is where that'll be. And now alone in the backfield in the shotgun is Quist. Trips left, 2 to the right. And he'll take that snap. He'll look to the left, and he will gun it downfield across midfield to the 45. And Mush was behind Gallagher and Frecking, incomplete.
Good recovery, though, by Ben Gallagher there. Had a step on him for a second, but as the ball was in the air, he closed down. Ben Gallagher's playing excellent cornerback right now and been very impressed with that.
I say he was behind. I don't mean down the field from them. I mean they were both closer to it, and it was overthrown.
Yeah, gotcha. Over both their heads there.
You saw it. You saw it. Video saw it, but I'm on radio too, so I got to make sure everybody knows.
He aired it out. That's a long pass right there.
Here's a foot punt instead of an arm punt here on 4th down, and White will sky it and go to the 45 here for Malchow with a block from Deline, and he finds a crease up to the 45 and the 40. Running hard as always is Clay Malchow with at least 15 on the punt return.
The wall was almost set up. The last guy kind of stopped him from getting behind the wall. If he gets behind that wall, he could have been gone with Clay's speed.
59 seconds left in this third quarter. 38-6 JCC.
Starting with Evan at quarterback, I think, is what is going to happen here.
Thank you, Temperance Lake Ridge Senior Living of Sherburne, Jackson Sports, Thermers Plumbing and Heating, and Born Traeger Auto Body of Tremont for your support of our sports broadcasts. And indeed, Bartholomew is under center. Fullback is Diggs. Malchow is making sure Evan has things set up here. And now he'll go back to the tailback, and Bartholomew will hand it off to Malchow, and Malchow will do the rest. He'll be inside the 25 with plenty for a first down immediately.
Good blocking there, a little hole, and with Clay's speed hitting that hole hard, he's got 10 yards before you even know what hit you, and gained about 13 there, I think, and good run by Clay. But you can see he's not feeling great. He's kind of winded after the first run, and if you're dehydrated as a wrestler, I know how dehydration feels, and you feel like you can't do anything. And he sprints for 13 yards, and he's a little winded.
Had 17 as they give him the 21.
17.
So, yeah, from the 38, so even better. But, yeah, you can tell that he's not quite 100%. A handoff to the fullback now, Diggs, and don't like how he went down in the grasp there on the tackle.
Yep, his left foot slipped, and it was kind of doing the splits, but no knee injury, thank the Lord. And
gain of 3, and so that'll be 2nd and 7, but we'll get that on the other side of the quarter break. We step aside for 1 minute. The Jackson County Central Huskies, number 3 ranked on their home field with a 38-6 lead going to the fourth quarter. JCC football on KKOJ Radio and Explore Live Video.
Terry Bargfried, your local.
Explore the opportunities waiting for you at Minnesota West Community and Technical College. We offer a network of 5 campuses and 2 dynamic learning centers. Each location offers specialized education tailored to its community's needs. Whether you're seeking technical training, transfer pathways, or a liberal arts degree, embrace flexibility with distance learning options, including PSEO. We are one college with endless possibilities. Check us out at mnwest.edu.
When you work with New Way K&H Cooperative, you have a dedicated advocate by your side. They're committed to you in providing answers on market fluctuations, best practices, technology trends, insights, and other variables that affect your profitability. Partner with New Way K&H Cooperative and have confidence in the decisions you make with your operations. Learn more at newway-knh.com.
The season.
Jackson County Central, 38. Pipestone area 6. We start the fourth quarter on KKOJ Radio and Explore Live Video. Kempson Cross and Tim Stye bringing it to you on your season-long home for the Huskies, KKOJ Radio. And if you'd like to see Explore Live Video during the postseason, reach out at 712-336-5800. Start the fourth quarter. Bartholomew will pitch it out to the left, and Malchow trying to pick his way toward the 15-yard line, but strung out well by the arrows.
Yes, good team defense. Pipestone knows how to string out a play and stop the speed that we have. That's how you play defense. You drag them off, make them go wide, wider. Pretty soon you're at the sideline. You got to cut back. Good team defense causes the linebackers to be able to get there.
Does get to the 15, so a pickup of 3. 3rd down and 4 from the 15. Bartholomew with Diggs at fullback and Malchow as the tailback. On the 3rd down, a handoff to Diggs, and Diggs is still churning forward, and he'll have 1st down and goal.
The dive is working. That means the offensive line is wearing down the defensive line. Very good block up the middle there by the front 3. You could call center and 2 guards, getting push, just driving backwards. Nice solid gain.
Gain of 8 for 1st down and goal at the 7.
8 carries, 47 yards for Diggs.
Bartholomew is under center as we're 1 minute into this fourth quarter. Split backs behind him. And he'll turn around and try to hand it to Malchow. Malchow trying to get away from him and some arrows, and that's a big loss there. A little bit of that inexperience coming into the backfield.
Yeah, not sure who was wrong there, but obviously the quarterback and the running back ran into each other, took all momentum away, and what looked like it was probably a pretty good blocked play. So even when the linemen do their job, you got to have good handoffs and clean handoffs so you can keep your speed going and gain yards. Leaves us to our 3rd down here, I believe.
Early fourth quarter here. And they have 2nd down up on the board there. 2nd down from the 11. 2nd down and goal from the 11. And a handoff now. Gage Johnson is able to find an opening in through, and that is an 11-yard touchdown for Gage Johnson.
Gage Johnson just making a sneaky little cut there, and more yardage open. He finds a way to get an opening in the field. Very good vision for a sophomore. It's going to be hard to stop the next 2 years. He's going to get a lot of carries, I believe, as well, as he'll be the primary tailback every drive. And, of course, you'll have Roman continuing to run the ball next year, but Gage over the next 2 years is going to be a prime suspect for a lot of touchdowns in the future.
Gage Johnson is slippery for the Jackson County Central Huskies. Has another touchdown on this night.
2 touchdowns, 2 two-pointers, I think, at this time.
And now a point after touchdown coming up. Holman will direct snap it to Austin O'Reilly, and the kick is good from Ben Gallagher, so he's 1 for 1 on the night as well.
I think about 7 for 10 on the year, so very good job by Gallagher turning the kicking game really around during the season. Taking some practice or making some kicking practice during the year here, and has drastically improved his ability to kick it straight, basically.
Yeah, so early fourth quarter here, JCC able to extend the lead to 45-6 over Pipestone area. And yeah, that was you talk about the kicking game there. Coach joked about not even looking when they were going to kick the ball, and I think that he's a little he feels a little bit better about it at this point.
Yeah, I think he would take a opportunity to kick a field goal at some point this year, meaning he would give it serious consideration now. 4th and goal from the 15-yard line or 10-yard line, I think he's going to do it. Caleb Haskins getting his chance to kick off now.
There we go.
And kickoff team number 1 is still out there, as I predicted after that one return.
Thank you, Dudley's Garage Restaurant and Bowling, New Way K&H Cooperative, Tammy's on the Ave, Gerhardt's Catering, and Boquette Building Supply of Truman, Fairmont, and Jackson. The big fella puts the right foot into it. Haskin kicks it to the 21. White looked at Zafir for a moment and then got a face full of Ben Deline at about the 30-yard line.
That's a wrestler making a tackle and then getting a little help from Diggs, so they pushed him back about 7 more yards. Not sure what they're asking about from the sideline there, but it looked like a nice, clean tackle to me.
9:46 to go in this fourth. 45-6, the Huskies over the Guest on the scoreboard, and those are the arrows. As they pulled it to within 16-6. It was a 10-point game at one point, and JCC was playing kind of panicky at that point. And then the Huskies have since been able to settle in and take full control of it as we're into the fourth quarter now, and it's 45-6.
Evan Bartholomew's in at right cornerback, and Kyler Hall at right D tackle, and Caleb Haskins left D tackle.
So after the Gage Johnson 11-yard touchdown run by JCC, Pipestone has it again, and under center, a handoff to Brook, and he will fall forward there as Haskin was near the spot to make the tackle.
Yeah, I think they tripped him up. Mason Foster is at left DN, and we're slowly subbing here. Number 62 must be Bentley Tweet, I believe, 62. Yep, is going to right DN.
And the run by Brook, and then he had to hobble off to the sideline favoring the left leg there, so he was tripped up and unfortunately shaken up as well, but gets off under his own power. So after a gain of 1, it's 2nd down and 9 as we approach the 9-minute mark of the fourth quarter. Quist is back and has that pistol look again. Banjoko is coming back from the offensive line, the backfield, and he gets to the 32. Nice little pickup.
Hesbeck and Malchow come over and make the tackle there.
Looks like a gain of 5 on that. So Banjoko able to put his team in a 3rd and manageable situation. 3rd down and 4 from their own 32. Approaching 8.5 to go in this fourth. Down 45-6.
Even with their small linemen, all these kinds of things, they're very properly coached and are in the right position to make blocks, seal plays, good timing on their plays, do everything correctly to make it a competitive situation here, even if they're a little outmatched athletically.
And that pistol look again for Quist with Banjoko to his right, and then the deep back is who gets it. It's Reinhardt, and he's running hard, and he got across the 35, but then got corralled and taken backward by Ian Titterington, and Kyler Hall was there as well.
Yeah, good hits right after he got the first down, though. So.
Yeah, first down. It ends up being a first down to the 37.
And more subs coming in. Ian's coming out, and Solomon's coming in a middle linebacker.
And so that is a gain of 5, it ends up being.
Okay.
So first down and 10 after the third down conversion. Once again, the pistol with the left side being where Banjoko gets the handoff from now, and Tavian Diggs is single-handedly holding him in place before Isaac Hesbeck and a Husky or two on top of that are around it.
No straight blitz there. He just read the running play and still got him for a tackle for a loss of 1 yard by just making a read at left linebacker and getting there before the running back could hit the line of scrimmage. Was solid contact and wrap up.
Number 3 Huskies up 45-6. Inside 7 minutes to go on the final night of the regular season. Trying to complete that third straight regular season undefeated. 24 straight regular season game wins. And now a flip over to Reinhardt in the backfield and getting to the 40-yard line of Pipestone, and then finally spun down, and now Hesbeck comes out of there with the football. The whistles went off. Hesbeck is at least going to finish in the end zone with the football, but the hand is up to mark it at the 41, so I think he's going to have to come back.
Yeah, he's going to say the whistle blew. It's one of those where they stop their forward momentum. He's kind of spinning. The ball comes flying out. We pick it up, and if a whistle blew. You can't let it go.
Gain of 5 to the 41, and it's third down and 6 as we approach the halfway mark of the fourth quarter. 45-6 the score. JCC on top. Third down and 7 officially here.
Cale Intrican, I believe, playing left linebacker right now.
Quist in the backfield. And he will take the shotgun snap and hand it off, and Reinhardt will run into the line, and he will get maybe 2.
Good tackle. Solomon coming up from middle linebacker. Always hits hard, and they kind of finish him off with the team tackle as well. Elsewhere, we still have LeSueur beating Lake Crystal 28-19. There was only 4 minutes left in that game. And Eden Valley Watkins is up 24-6 over Holding Ford. Kimball winning big 42-7. And Chatfield final score over Cannon Falls 40-8.
Pipestone has the 14-0 win over Redwood Valley, so you'd expect that they get the 2 seed, even at that 45-6 mark that they have here tonight against JCC. Quist will fake the handoff now, roll to the left, and then square up and throw to Ostermeyer, and he's able to spin across the midfield stripe, and that's a big fourth down conversion to keep the drive alive.
Play with good contact, and Grant Frecking finishes them off with a nice tackle. Put a nice roll-out pass, and if you complete passes, it's hard to stop at times, and they're going to get some first downs on you. You can't let it bother you. Marcus Geralhoda coming in at right D tackle now.
440 and counting. And like you've referenced before, Wyndham area right above Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial coming into tonight, but
Redwood still leads Laverne 17-13. Redwood beating Laverne and Pipestone losing to Laverne. They might have a little argument, but head-to-head, it's got to take priority, and Pipestone would have to stay as a 2 seed, in my opinion.
And now a handoff by the backup quarterback who comes into the game, and gain of maybe 1 there, and now Isaac Hesbeck is going to pick up a personal foul there, as it is going to be ruled was still playing after the play there, and it was Logan punt, I think, that he was engaged with, and then he had one more little throw at the end, and that's
what
what
happens is the whistle's blowing and the guy's still blocking you. So you get mad and you grab him and you throw him off to the side. The ref looks up and sees you throwing him off to the side. Well, you did it because you were getting blocked for 2 seconds after the play was over, and it was 20 feet away from here. I see both sides of the story, and I understand why he called it, but
after the penalty, it's 1st and 10 from the 29 for the Arrows. Inside 4 minutes left, 45-6. And at quarterback now is Zane Zollner. Zollner with a handoff. Banjoko bounces off one tackle from Hesbeck there, and then he is spun down out there on the edge. Nice open field tackle by Bentley Tweet.
Great job by Bentley. Good initial contact. Isaac Hesbeck comes up and makes a solid hit. Didn't wrap up. Rolls off. Bentley Tweed finishes it off.
Loss of 2 by Banjoko to the 31. Several substitutions now for JCC.
75, Miles Allen. Marcus Drohoda switches over to the lefty tackle. Austin Riley's in, yes, and I think that's number 10, our quarterback, right? Carson Dorschner at safety.
With the big guys running in and out, there was a all-in-good fun cheer going on as well for the JCC faithful. Picking his way is Tuft there, and Tuft is going to get maybe 3 yards out of it.
Nice job by the linebackers. Cale Intrigan comes up and makes a tackle, and Solomon's there to hit him hard as well. And the ref looks the other way on the holding, but that's what happens a little bit at the end of the game. They let the clock try and run.
Inside 2.5 now. 3rd down and 9 from the 28-yard line.
Waseca scored with 1 minute left to take a 20-19 lead over Fairmont.
Ooh.
Not that I would ever cheer against Fairmont, but I've always been a big Waseca fan.
3rd down and 9 for Zollner. Second quarterback for Pipestone. Handoff and going toward the 25, but then upended. In fact, sandwiched by Entrican, Cale Entrican, as well as Marcus Drohoda on the big tackle there on Mason Frichty. And that'll be bringing up 4th down now. Zane Zollner going over to the sideline, getting the play here for 4th down and 9.
It's Cale Intrigan.
4th down and 6, sorry, from the 25.
Second tackle tonight. He's got 17 tackles on the year as kind of a 6th linebacker. He's going to try and find his way on the field next year as a starter somehow. Just comes up and makes tackles. Of course, he's a wrestler, so he's kind of born in that way. So,
got a $1:15 here, or $1:13 now, and a timeout taken by the Huskies defensively. A 4th and 6 upcoming here. I want to say thank you to Blue Earth Stockyards, A&W Restaurant in Mountain Lake, Asa Auto Plaza, and Minnesota West Community and Technical College for your support of our sport broadcasts all season long. And not only will we follow the football teams wherever they go, here on KKOJ it'll be the Huskies, but also the volleyball team. And we'll find out soon officially who they are playing to start their section tournament journey. They've had some thrillers on these airwaves over the course of this season, and we can't wait to get back in the gym to, especially as it gets colder, to bring you some more Husky volleyball. As the number 3 Jackson County Central Huskies are well on their way to locking up the 3rd consecutive unbeaten regular season, 45-6 over Pipestone. Zollner, the backup quarterback for the Arrows, 1:13 to go, 4th down and 6 from the 25 of the Huskies. Zollner will roll out. He's looking to pass. No, he's looking to run, and in fact, he will get to the edge, but then he will be taken down in the open field by Carson Jansen.
Nice tackle.
Short of the first down.
Yes, very important tackle, and probably even in Schuler's mind. I know he didn't want to give up another touchdown there.
So Zollner, they tried to put 10 guys out to block, and the one guy just running the ball, and he got only about 2 when he needed more than that to keep the Arrows drive alive. Now 47 seconds left in this game. And Carson Dosher will be up under center again for JCC. We've seen him late in games especially. Handoff, Solomon Olasebikon trying to break it into open field. He is stood up and still standing up, and even after the whistles, they continue to try to attack him, but now they stop and to the 33-yard line, and so that was almost 10 yards on the first carry there.
Well blocked by the line out there, and Solomon always runs hard. Trying to get one more play off with 5 seconds left.
And Dosher will go under center, hand off to Solomon, and he will once again fall forward. The ball may have come out at the end. No, he was able to get back on top of it if it did, and that is a gain up to the 36 of 2, but it's all academic at this point. It is Jackson County Central 45, Pipestone Area 6. The Huskies with another dominant win over the Arrows in particular, and their whole schedule so far in a third straight unbeaten regular season effort. And they were challenged, especially in that first half, and then once they were able to settle back in, they were able to take full control in the second half especially.
Yeah, you got to give the line some credit. I think the offensive line, defensive line did their job tonight, and don't always get enough credit on some of those other big wins. And I think the line deserves a lot of credit for the win. Another solid win, and impressive to be 3 seasons in a row undefeated in the regular season.
Number 3, JCC, the 45-6 win over the Pipestone Area Arrows, who they might see again. We shall see as we will continue toward our post-game coverage. Coming up next, it's JCC football on KKOJ Radio and Explore Live Video back in a few moments to fully wrap it up from Jackson.
Looking to improve your yields and soil health? Strip
West Broadband, we want to wish our JCC Huskies good luck as they work hard and strive for greatness. As the area's provider for the fastest fiber optic connections of voice, video, and internet, we know what it takes to go the distance. Learn more at southwestbroadband.com and go Huskies!
Are you hungry and you're too busy to cook or don't want to cook? Go to Pizza Ranch in Jackson. It's their famous Buffet Your Way. Buffet Your Way is what makes Pizza Ranch famous. Check out their buffet food options, including pizza, chicken, salads, sides, and desserts. Pizza Ranch in Jackson, a proud supporter of JCC Huskies sports.
Dr. Craig Newell and his staff with Newell Orthodontics of Spirit Lake, Worthington, and Wyndham are well-trained, highly skilled, and licensed to provide the best quality orthodontic care. Newell Orthodontics wishes the best of luck to all local athletes throughout the season.
Where you bank does make a difference. This is Paul with the Farmers and Merchant State Bank of Alpha, member FDIC. When you invest your money in a community bank, it's reinvested in the community. Keep your money working locally and enjoy the benefits every day.
Clausen Insurance Professionals is an independent agency located in downtown Jackson. Hi, this is Heather Clausen. Donna Dam and I will make sure you have the coverage you need when you need it. So stop by our office in downtown Jackson. Clausen Insurance Professionals, a proud Huskies sports sponsor.
Ashley Schmidt at Focus Law Firm in Jackson is proud to support the JCC Huskies. At Focus Law, they know it takes tremendous focus and determination to compete at a high level. To learn more about Focus Law, visit the firm's website at focuslawfirm.com. Go Huskies!
Are you looking for an experienced and reliable electrician? Call M&H Electric, serving Jackson and the surrounding area. For ag, residential, industrial, and commercial jobs, call M&H Electric at 507-847-2960. M&H Electric, a name you can trust in Jackson, Minnesota.
Ribs tickling your taste buds? Head to Smokin' Jake's in Arnold's Park for fall-off-the-bone goodness. They not only smoke incredible ribs and meats, but their full menu offers something for everyone. Open daily for lunch and dinner, plus late-night breakfast Thursdays to Saturdays. Smokin' Jake's. Satisfy your smoking hunger.
Buying or selling a home is a major life decision. Let the realtors at Stan Sievert Agency get you the best deal while making it a smooth process. If you are looking for real estate or appraisal needs, contact the Stan Sievert Agency in Lakefield, proud sponsor of Husky Sports.
Start saving money and time by downloading the Sunshine Foods mobile app today. Make your shopping list and earn rewards on every visit, as well as free items and exclusive giveaways. Visit Sunshine Foods on Highway 71 in Jackson to start earning rewards today.
Warmka Towing of Jackson offers 24/7 towing, along with heavy-duty towing, winching, jump starts, tire changes, fuel deliveries, and door unlocks. Located across from Warmka Service Center. If you need your car, truck, semi, or heavy-duty equipment towed, look to Warmka Towing, 507-847-3292. Warmka Towing and
JCC football on KKOJ Radio and Explore Live Video. Welcome inside the broadcast booth on Explore Live Video in particular. KKOJ Radio and Explore Live Video bringing you the regular season finale where Jackson County Central went up early and then JCC was Pipestone area was able to get it back within 10, and then JCC eventually was able to take control back and then continue to inflate the lead to where we got to 45-6, and we'll tell you a little bit more about how that went down as Gage Johnson plunged it in from 1 yard away after a 3-and-out was forced by JCC's defense on the first drive, and a 2-pointer by Johnson helped make it 8-0 JCC. And then an interception by Tagan Wolber on a second JCC offensive drive, and then JCC turned that around into a safety as Landon Quist was called for grounding, and it became 10-0, and JCC was on the leading end of that after the first quarter. Ben Gallagher got an interception, and then Evan Bartholomew found Roman Voss for a 39-yard touchdown pass on a little bubble screen in the slot. That made it 16-0 JCC at that point. 16-6 as Quist found Zafir for a 42-yard touchdown pass, and that made it a 10-point deficit, but the Arrows were on the board, and then a couple punts, one by each team. Voss eventually was able to take over for a 2-play, 67-yard drive that he put on his back. Gage Johnson with the 2-pointer to make it 24-6 at that point, JCC on top. And then Pipestone area with a turnover on downs late, 4 straight potentially completable passes, but a turnover on downs is how it went down into the book as far as how things went late in the first half there. And then on the ensuing 9-play drive, a 1-yard touchdown by Tavian Diggs. 2-point was no good, but it was 30-6 at the half with JCC on top. And then punt by each team to start off the third quarter action, and then a drive that ate up 85 yards on 11 plays and a bunch of clock as well. And then a 2-pointer by Hesbeck after a Voss 16-yard touchdown run. 38-6 JCC at that point. 45-6 Gage Johnson helped that happen with an 11-yard touchdown run. And then a PAT was good as well for Ben Gallagher, who will actually be our first guest here tonight on the postgame. A final 45-6 win for Jackson County Central here on the home field. And you had a couple big plays here tonight, but let's talk about the win overall and you guys being able to complete this season undefeated and the last 3 years undefeated. What does that mean to you guys?
Yeah, it's pretty special to just keep on consistently being dominant over these years, and this is a really big win because it gives us the first seed and kind of solidifies us being the best in the section.
And that interception in particular, let's talk about that. That was a big play for you individually. What did you see there?
Right there, I saw Grant actually had really good coverage there, so he should have the interception. It went right through his hands, and then fell right into mine, so I give the props to Grant there, but I'll take the interception.
There was a couple that you potentially had. There was one even earlier on that was very close, and they ended up giving the incompletion.
Yeah, the one I just smacked the ground. I had him covered well, caught it, and then smacked the ground and just flopped out. Tried rolling over it, but the ref saw it. So,
especially on the deep passes, you guys had really good coverage here tonight. What was key for you there?
Just know the distance, the down and distance. Just be smart. When you got a 3rd and long, obviously they're going to try and get the sticks. So it's kind of just knowing the situation, and that makes it a lot easier for the game. So
the kicking game has come a very long way over the course of the regular season. So how much pride do you guys take in that, being able to have that go well now?
Honestly, we don't really take much pride. I didn't practice kicking all week, so it just kind of comes on either the day before or game day, and just, I don't know, it's been feeling well, so.
Whatever reps you have been getting in, they've been effective here lately. You guys have been improving in that.
Yeah, it's however much it takes, I guess.
And it's just so important that each part of that goes right, and with Carson doing the snapping and Austin with the hold as well. And so, but like you're saying, the defense especially, and you guys have that kind of trio of cornerback rotation, and that is something that you guys have been developing over the course of things with you, Ben, and Evan.
Yep. That's just nice to have. Gives us all breathers. We can all play it really well, so it's nice to have 3 of us instead of 2.
Any other thoughts, especially on tonight's win and getting the big one?
Just thought it was a really big win. It was fun and ready for next week.
Could potentially see these guys again, too.
Yeah,
later.
we could. That's going to be the section championship, I'm guessing. So
probably, but like you just referenced a little bit there, too, it's kind of nice to have the rest, I'd imagine, too.
Yeah, it is. Really nice to have a bye week and feel good going into the bye with a nice win. So
the 8-0 Huskies and Ben Gallagher helping make them that way. Congratulations on the win. We thank Ben Gallagher for his time. Our first special guest, and now we got a couple more queued up for you, and we'll play the kind of musical chair type thing, or however you want to say it. And here it is. Roman Voss is back in the chair here on Explore Live Video and KKOJ Radio as well. And, man, you guys were able to get another big win here tonight, and especially in the kind of the second quarter or so. What were you guys able to do to kind of settle back in once you guys got the big fast start that you guys have been used to? So what was kind of the message, and how did you guys lock back in the stretch of the second quarter?
Yeah, I mean, we came out really good. We scored right away. We had good offensive pace, and then didn't exactly go our way the second series, but that's all right. It was kind of my fault, but I'll take that blame. And then, I mean, it was just really important to keep our heads up and keep going, and just knowing that we're JCC and we know how to play football, and we did that.
Was that what the coaches were telling you too?
Yeah, just have a positive mindset, get back to what we do and focus on what we do. I mean, it was a short week of practice, so it was a little tough game plan-wise, but, I mean, we got through it and thought we did a good job.
How are you feeling?
Good, yeah. Feeling good. Should be back next week if you throw in the ball a little bit more.
Right.
So, yeah.
That's good to hear, because what was that like, too, to have your team kind of rally around each other last week to still get that big win? And you obviously have a lot of ways that you were able to contribute.
Yeah, last week was awesome to see other guys step up, like backup quarterback Evan come in. I thought he did an amazing job, and he controlled the offense, and it was just really important for us to know that if I ever go down in a situation where I can't even play quarterback at all, that he can come in, do a great job, and just lead this team, and I thought he showed that last week.
And how about a third straight season for you guys, in the regular season at least, being unbeaten? What is that achievement like?
I mean, it's something special. It's cool, but we want that state championship ring.
That was where I was going next.
Yeah,
obviously, it's just the regular season.
Yep.
And going forward, you guys get the bye week, which was a goal going in as well. And you might see these guys again. So maybe, what did you maybe kind of learn from tonight that you can apply going forward?
Yeah, I mean, they're a good team. They can pass the ball pretty good. So, I mean, we just got to stay focused and hopefully have a little bit more practice time to prepare a little bit better. But main goal is just win that state championship and get back to the bank.
Absolutely. Any other thoughts on tonight in particular?
I thought the guys did a great job responding. So, yep.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming up here. We haven't had you up here more, but it's just because we're trying to kind of get some other people rotating through. It's not because we haven't noticed.
No, it's all good.
And we don't take you for granted either. We're glad that you're feeling healthier and you're getting back to 100%.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Awesome. Yeah, Roman Voss with another great effort here tonight and leading the way for Jackson County Central in a lot of different ways, whether it's kind of forced upon him or not, and JCC able to rally around each other as well. And so now we have Gage Johnson in here, and so walk me through a couple of those big plays for you, especially let's start from the running back position.
Okay, so the blockers, they just do a good job. I couldn't even run the ball. I get tackled every time without blockers, and they just make big holes for me, and then I just see an open field and I just go hard.
One of the words that we've described you with is kind of slippery. You were able to really find a crease and then just get there.
Yeah, I see the defenders just like going one way, try to make a cut, try to get some extra yards, and just try to break through. Now,
last week, especially kind of going back to that in the memory bank, you and the rest of the defense were able to rally with some injuries, some illness working its way through the team. Even this week it has been a little bit, but you were one of the top tacklers. So what went into that for you? What is your mentality, especially on the defensive side?
Yeah, we had a lot of sick people. I just had to step up at middle linebacker and read my keys well and just hit hard, I guess.
How does it feel to win another big one with this team?
It feels good. We got the 1 seed now, and we'll have hopefully a longer practice or week of practice next week, and let's see who we have to play on Saturday. So.
Yeah, and something you guys do a lot is focus on yourselves and make yourselves better each week too.
Yeah.
And short term, you're going to have to do that at least until you find out who you're playing, and then it'll get it more specific. Yeah. Awesome. Any other thoughts at all on the big win?
No, I thought we played good. That's it.
All right. Well, thank you very much. And you did a great job contributing. Gage Johnson, our third different player that was in here for Jackson County Central tonight, the number 3 JCC Huskies. So we've heard from Ben Gallagher, we've heard from Roman Voss, and we've heard from Gage Johnson. And the head man, Tom Schuler, is still making his way up here, so we will talk to Tim Stye as well, and I'm not going to complain about that. Another dominant win, but like we talked about, even when it was happening, and even Roman addressed it right there, they got put in a position where they had to respond to a lot of adversity once again in a different way, where it was kind of not necessarily, in the form of an injury or guys that were down. It was a situation in a game, which is a little bit different.
Good game plan by Pipestone, and they knew that they were probably a little overmatched, but they were smart enough to figure out how to make some passes, complete some passes, and use their speed that they had. So
here he is. Huskies head coach Tom Schuler, all bundled up for the the actual autumn weather that we're having now. And now he's got the headset on, the head man for the Huskies. And it eventually, on the stat sheet, looks like another dominant win for you guys, but especially in that second quarter, what was the message to the team to be able to kind of get back to JCC football and start to build that lead up again?
Yeah, just, we lost our composure in the first quarter. They stood up to us a little bit. It was a good football game, and I thought we lost our composure a little bit. The game didn't have a good flow to it. You're playing 2 quarterbacks. You're trying to get 2 quarterbacks ready in practice, and seldom does it work. And I thought that was difficult for us. The game just you can't get into a rhythm because you're calling certain plays. Wade had a tough job tonight. You're calling certain plays for one quarterback, certain plays for the other quarterback. We dropped too many kickoffs, punts, too many penalties, and then too many fumbles. That just didn't let the game flow like it should have, in my opinion. And then I thought Pipestone started throwing the ball. So we played our 3-4 a little bit, which I did not want to do. We hadn't practiced. It's a short week, and it worked okay for a while. And then they started giving us multiple formations, and we started having trouble adjusting it to them because we hadn't practiced it. So we decided to scrap it at halftime. I told them we weren't going to use it, but I just thought we did. Our linebacker drops were not very good in the first half, and I just thought we needed some more guys in coverage.
Something that we talked about up here during that stretch especially was, remember who you are. You guys got this to in a position to have a third straight undefeated regular season and have a real shot at some of the higher goals that you have by being exactly who you are. You just need to be able to play within yourself, because it seemed like you guys, like you said, the composure thing, were maybe trying too hard.
Yeah, we're used to sitting up there and if they got too many guys in the box, we'll throw. If they don't have enough guys, we'll run. And we weren't able to stay true to that a lot tonight, where we kind of had to call certain plays with certain guys in, and we don't like operating that way. And it just, you hate to complain on what we score, 45 or whatever it was. But they were 45, I thought, hard-earned points, to be honest with you. I thought Pipestone played us really tough. I thought physically they hung in there. I thought they tackled well. I was really impressed with how they played us tonight.
And if Pipestone executes a little bit better, then they would have more points on the board, and there's no question about it. And so, if you do see them again, what are some of the most important things that maybe you'll preach about?
Well, hopefully get our health back and get back to being a balanced football team that we're going to take what you give us, not here's what we're going to do. As you get down the road, we're really talented, and at times we can get away with that. But to get where we want to do, we have to take and exploit our advantages, and that it's a really diverse offense. I mean, you got empty, you've got the inside veer, you got the outside veer, counter trace, jets, power read, speed read. We got 9 million plays, and it's not easy. You got to be intelligent to run in this offense, and we like to be able to use it all. We weren't able to use it all tonight.
Especially if you want to give other people the problems that you would like to give them, right? Yeah.
Yeah, we can be a real headache. And then all of a sudden you're line roaming up there in the Roman double tight end with 3 running backs up there as sniffers. That's sitting behind that is a nightmare, especially when you run it out in the middle of the field. There's a lot of room behind you, and as a linebacker, you got to decide, are those guys coming to block you, or are they running downfield for a pass? That is not easy. That's what we like to do to teams, is put them in a bind. Do you have the pass or do you have the run? Find the guy that's in conflict that kind of has both, which you can't do. If you can find that guy, you can have a chance for some big plays. And that, we want our base plays, but we want I think one of the good things about this team, we have such explosive athletes that we're capable of the 50-yard play a lot, and that makes us dangerous, I think.
Yeah, some of the good things are on the defensive side, the running game, and that travels well always. And so, like you're saying, if you can have all the elements that you want to have in place, then you guys are going to be a tough out for anybody that you come across. And now, mission accomplished as far as not only winning the next game, which is the biggest thing always to take that next step, but you have the 3 straight regular seasons that are undefeated, but your focus is higher, and you guys have not shied away from that at all. You guys have been able to get that top seed in the section, and now you await who your opponent is, and you get healthy.
Right. We're still building that resume in hopes of winning the section. That's our first goal, convincingly. We're trying to present a resume when they rank the teams in our half of the state in the South. There'll be 4 of them. We certainly hope to be one of them, and we certainly hope to be the first-ranked one. So it's important we play well and, like I said, put on a nice resume against these teams and good teams like Pipestone and Laverne. So I'm thinking we did that, but we got work with 2 more for the sections. Thank the good Lord for the bye. That is, I think it's huge. If you have to play 3 games to get there, it's a lot harder. That Tuesday, Saturday is a son of a gun. It's a very difficult thing. A, for preparation, and B, for guys healing up. It's football, not tennis.
Right, exactly. So you do have that Saturday afternoon matchup now, and you also the decision was made to move the section title game to Worthington. So that trip, if you're able to get there, which is the goal, that'll be an easier trip too.
Yeah, and a Friday night 7:00 game. We certainly hope to be there, and a lot easier to travel. Worthington, they got a beautiful artificial turf field too. So I was really pleased that they're letting our section go to Worthington, because we've gone to Marshall for a long time. So and it's a nice place, but it's a long drive for our fans, and a half hour sure is a nice friendly drive to go down there, and they got a beautiful complex.
100%. Thank you, Coach, as always.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Appreciate Huskies head coach Tom Schuler coming in here to KKOJ Radio and Explore Live Video on the post-game show for Jackson County Central. They get that bye. The next time we have them on KKOJ Radio will be that Saturday playoff game. We'll see who they end up playing, and we thank you for tuning in. Thanks, Dan Swoboda. Thank you to Tim Stein for being alongside as well. I'm Kempson Cross, thanking you for tuning in to KKOJ Radio and Explore Live Video for JCC football and their 45-6 victory over Pipestone. We hope you all come back.
You've been listening to High School Sports on KKOJ, the sports